And let me put the iPad up so you guys can check out the drop spots. We are coming in from that very northwest corner, right below the B, between Ruins and La Cabarilla, over the top of Crater Fields, just to the west side of Power Grid Picado and the Los Leones Industrial Park, right on down here through the southern farms of Los Leon. So there's your flight path, and we do have several teams jumping off right towards the top of Crater Fields. Let me scroll on in. We've got X-Force going into La Cabarilla. Almost there. Celebrity Killers, one shot killers. They're all right on over, headed towards, I don't even know where they're headed. They're going, we're gonna have a very early fight right up and over here. So let me find the one shot killer and I'll head on over with the last match top fragger, because they are right in the middle of all that. And I will put the iPad up so you guys can finish checking in on where the rest of these teams go. I'll go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. You can see that Picado, or San Martin, very busy at the moment as well. And it does look like the one-shot killers are, look at, they're sandwiched. We do have two other teams over here. We've got Absolute Pain and almost there AGG. Look at that. He's taking those shots over there with the Winchester over onto Sting right in San Martin. So now let's go over and check in really quick on what's happening. I think Mr. Flash may be able to get picked back up, but they are right across from All Glory Gaming. So now let's see what else is going on. We do have, looks like Burn in Silence going down to Bartona. We have a very centralized zone. Look at this. We are coming from Crater Fields Water Treatment all the way down, minus Generalis and Los Leon. So let's see what else is going on. It looks like All Glory Gaming, they are out driving around trying to see if they can pick up. It was X99, because I can't read most of these names, so he's going to go by what I can read. He's getting right across. Ooh, and it looks like the Fierce are in a fight right up over here. Let's see what's happening over here. See what's happening with the celebrity. Oh, right to the head. Zoom. All I want to do is zoom. Shake it up. Look at him go, guys. Look at Zoom go. He's trying to get those shots over onto Celebrity Killer. Lights, action. Action only. Alright, so now let's see what else is happening. We did have the Fierce in a fight. Let's see what's going on over here. It looks like the Fierce were in a fight over here next to Non-Stop. So now let's see, where is the Fierce? Oh no! Oh no! So now is it your turn? Oh, there goes your turn. And Tax, Ero and Sokka, the sole survivors of the Fierce, as they are coming up onto Non-Stop. Uh-oh. Why are we stuck on the screen? Oh, Zoom stuck. Zoom stuck, not me. Ooh, my anxiety. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, Sunshine. Alright, so now let's see what else we can check in on. And it looks like everybody else is pretty separated. So let's get back over to the San Martin fight. San Martin, we do have Sting Esports facing off with All Glory Gaming. And we all know these names. So we see All Glory Gaming kind of in a C, a backward C, coming all the way around. And we did have one across the way, but it does look like Nexus OP is trying to shut down that off angle. And let's see what else is going on. Did we lose one for All Glory? We did. We lost X99. I'm blind, hopeless. Not so hopeless today. Does finish him off. Oh, there goes Ero. No. So let's go. Let's see what Sokka. I believe Sokka may be the sole survivor. Let's see. Can Sokka 1v4? We've seen it many times before. So let's see what he's going to do here. They all come. Sokka trying to get those shots with the DDS. Does get one knock. But now he's down to about half health or less, guys. About a third of his health. And so now here comes another one. And then he gets another one. And there's another. Oh! Sokka! Almost the 1v4 gets Dallas down to less than half health. Sokka. Alright, guys, let's see what else is going on. We got more coming up onto Absolute Pain. We got here comes almost there, and you can see non-stop, not too far away in the distance. So let's see what Joka, I'm not even sure how to say this name, but here we go, Joko. Let's see. What is he doing? Is almost there, stopping right below this. So does the Wiz know? Does he know that there's somebody right there in that shack right above his head? I feel like he knows, but maybe not. Oh, does he know? Look at him coming out and around. He sees that molly. Who threw the molly? I missed it, but it was maybe one of these two up here. Look at Meowie over here trying to get those shots right. Hello everyone, and welcome to PSL, their Spring Mini League $200 winner takes all. So this is day 2 for Group Iris semifinals, and we do have a couple of new teams in here, and they're gonna have to kick it up some today, but I believe in these teams. Let's go through the rosters really quick, and then I'll show you the scores going into today. So in slot 3, Team Aces. Slot 4, non-stop action. Non-stop. Slot 5 are our newcomers. Here we go with Riders Esports. Slot 6, Sailing Esports. Slot 7, Rich Esports. Slot 8, almost there. Slot 9, Avi Fierce. Slot 10, Manic. Slot 11, Celebrity Killers. Slot 12, RX Force. Ooh, we got Valican Remix in here. Remix. Big fan. Oh, big fan remix. Slot 13, Grim Reaper. Slot 14, Sting Esports. Slot 15, All Glory Gaming. Slot 16, Absolute Pain. Slot 17, our second newcomer of today, CBK Esports. Welcome, boys. I know you get this. Slot 18, One Shot Killers. So there are the teams for today. Let's go ahead and put up the scores. X-Force, way in the lead. 27 points ahead, 67 total points. Sailing Esports at 40, almost there at 38. So there are your scores going into today. So don't forget, we got 2 new teams coming in, but they don't have a lot to make up. Some of these teams are really strong and just may be able to get it on up there. So let's see what's gonna happen. We do have another extra 2 minutes, so we have 2 minutes. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Take a screenshot. I have this Discord server pinned at the top. Go over to the PSL Discord server and go down in the general channels to the giveaway channel and post your screenshot. If you do it before the end of match 1, you will have 3 chances tonight at free UC. Shout out to Dior sponsors, PSL. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway for the rest of us. All right, so Let's see what else I just had a thought and it went right out right out the other side of my head. I forgot what I was gonna say. Um Let's go back and check in on who else is loading on in. We still have a couple of teams missing. Look at this. Team 9, the Fierce. They're all gone. 11, Celebrity Killers, not here. 14, Sting Esports. But don't forget, tonight we do have all sorts of other activities going on. Some of the teams that were in this, they didn't get to play because of Titan series, so there's all sorts of chaos going on. So if you are out there watching this stream, we really appreciate you. And I left the iPad up. Let's go ahead and take that down so you can see all of these teams in their glory. So, oh, I see you, Peach. She's upside down. She's upside down. Let's see. Look at this team here. Team X-Force. Ooh, I gotta keep an eye on them. Sting Esports slowly getting in. Oh, we got another delay, guys. We got another delay. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure, but we will make it through there. Hello, happy Monday night. I hope you guys had a good day today. I got to play some PUBG earlier. It was fun. I had some fun. Alright, so we have 2 minutes on the clock again. So let's see. Who are we waiting for? We've got the Fierce missing. We've got the Celebrity Killers missing. And a duo from Sting Esports. So they are very, very sticky about their rules here. So you get -5. Let's see. What were their rules? You get -5 if you play as a trio. You get -5 missing a match. Players not on the roster won't be counted. So they mean it. They want you here and in your seat. And I think they just hit the button, but then, oh, yep, there it goes. All right, let's get that iPad up. And we are headed into match 6 of 10. So we are halfway through. We got 5 matches tonight. And the top 8 will be going on to finals. So let's keep an eye on the top 8. See who makes it to finals. Let's go. Let's get that going. Go ahead and scroll on down to, where did Remix go? There he is. I'm going to jump with X-Force. They are in the lead and they have X-Force or Remix right there with them. So I'm going to go ahead and put that map up there. I'm going to go ahead and put the iPad up there. There you go. So now we can both pay attention to where our teams are going. Alright, so we are coming up from the very southeast edge of Nova, or military base island, south of Nova, going across the map, just by the docks over here, across the top of Pachinki ruins, to the northern side of Georgia, Poland, dumping off at the farm by Zarki. So we will have some, if we have any AFKs, they will be on land and some free points for some of these teams. Though I don't remember any teams in here going up to Zarki last night. We do have 2 new teams, so we could have people up there looking, sniffing around for those tasty little treats. So let's see what's going to happen. We do have Glory Gaming going down to Novo. This doesn't look like they're going with anybody this time. Yesterday they were contested twice. So let's see, CBK already off, headed over to the farm with Manic. They do have Manic right there with them. And let's see, X-Force headed down towards the ferry pier quarry. They've got this whole southwest corner to themselves. Look at that. They've got from Ferry, Pier, Primorse, Quarry. They have this whole area to themselves. We do have Team Aces jumping with Sailing Esports. So we might have the very first fight between Team Aces and Sailing Esports. And look at this. Look at this zone. Almost all of our teams are in zone right now already. So I don't see a fight between Team Aces and Sailing Esports. So I'm going to continue on. I do see Absolute Pain though. Let's see. Let's go ahead and spectate over here with Absolute Pain. He is dropping. Oh, he turned. So he's keeping an eye over on the Team 18. The one-shot killer is there, right there next to him. But he's going to go ahead and head on down to the shooting range. So we still might have a fight between Absolute Pain and the one-shot killers. Hello, Sunshine. Get that screenshot over there, Sunshine. Three spins today, and you won yesterday. So let's see. Can you win 2 days in a row? That's the question. Alright, so we do have 3 teams out of zone. Everybody else is already in zone. We might have just a bit of... I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up while I snoop around and try to find some. I feel like Sailing Esports might be thinking about headed over towards Team Aces. Nope, they're just getting all the vehicles from Team Aces. So let me go back to snooping and maybe find something for us. We do have Rich Esports taking over all of Rozhawk and Watertown. We do have Deku all the way over by himself in Watertown. And he's fine. He's pretty much center or ish zone. He's not quite center zone, but he's over there in zone with no problems. And I forgot X-Force is right down here. Ooh, Valak may have some problems. Let's get over. It looks like almost there is headed down towards X-Force. So let's check in on what's going on. We got Valak on the screen. Hello, Valak. Big fan. And we do have almost there taking over this whole western edge. So we'll have to keep an eye on that too. And I do feel like Team Aces may end up with Manic or Sailing Esports. Hello, Dior. Hello, gorgeous Dior. Shout out to Dior for all this. Oop, let's get over here because it looks like Vortex is now getting pulled up on over here. Oh, we are over here at the Alamo and Sadra versus Vortex. And now Vortex does have that nade out. Oh, and the nade. Oh, Vortex down to 1 HP. But Sadra was able to get away from that nade. And now he's coming up the stairs, coming right around onto Vortex. But Vortex does have the DBS. Oh, Sadra. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sadra. So Vortex taking out Team Aces. Sadra. And let's see, the rest of Team Aces, I feel like Drago may be getting into some problems over here as well. He does have, it does look like Rich Esports may be headed over towards him. So let's see what's going on. Nope, I think they're just kind of getting the vehicles, getting themselves settled. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. And Kaiser? Oh, Vortex just saw Kaiser. Where is Kaiser? Where was he? Was he? Oh, he was coming over to check on Sadra. So now, where's Deep? Let's check in on Deep. Deep is way over on the other side. And Drago. Let's see what's Drago gonna do. As he is going out and around, and it looks like they're just gonna go ahead and let it be. So there we go. And so Team Aces did get pinched between not only Manic, who got... Ooh, Drago is headed straight for him. Drago is still on his way up and around, checking out. He can hear their vehicles. They are right on that backside. And it's just the duo now versus all 4 of them from Manic. So let's see what's going to happen next as we're going along. And let's see... It doesn't look like they're coming up behind him, so I thought they'd maybe chase him down, but it doesn't look like they're going to. And where is this fight? Oh, it's right up here. Let's see what's going on. Pappy Vic! Pappy Vic already taken out. Let's go up here. Oh no, Cosmo and Geo are both knocked. So now let's see, can these two get on over there in time to pick up their teammates? And they are facing off against the new team. Oh, there they go. So now, La Cabra. Let's see, we did lose Pappy Big. Ooh, La Cabra. Ooh, we got, it's not open. Oh, Dior will open it, Sunshine. Don't forget, Dior, open that giveaway. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. It does look like they are coming right up and around. Look at this, and he's down to 5 HP. He's trying to get the distraction, trying to get them to peek their heads up and over. And oh, Dallas was at the top. Let's see what Dallas is keeping an eye on. Look at this. Oh, he's got him right there in his sight line. And we did have some more shots going off, and I'm not exactly sure who's up there. It must have been Sting Esports over there as well. Sting Esports taking a shot over at Riders Esports on the other side, up in that farm area. So let's go. Let's see what's happening. I do see, oh, we got a big clash going on down here as well. Let's see what's happening with Valak. Valak is coming right on through, almost there. Valak and Free Point. Valak just getting out of there, but we do have one over here from almost there, and it was Levi and Grace. Here comes Grace, and we do have Alim driving right up and in. Let's check in on Alim as he's coming up and around, but look at that. We also have the Overwatch up on top, also taking that. Oh, so Free Point just got knocked, so let's see, can we get him picked back up? So we do have a couple of fights going on. Let's go ahead and get on over here and see what else is happening with Almost There and X-Force. And you can see that our zone is still right over on that edge. Let's see. It does look like all four of them are still surviving for Almost There, down to just a duo for X-Force. All four of them are still standing. It looks like Peach getting on out of there. Let's go, Peach. Alright, so look at the cluster right here in the middle, though, right over here. What is happening? We've got All Glory Gaming right over here on top of Sailing Esports, Rich Esports, CBK Esports, and we already know that CBK does need some points. They are trying to get those shots across onto Sailing and trying to spray him out of that vehicle. He does do quite a bit of damage as he's still trying to get down and around. Let's get over to Rich Esports, see what's happening at the top as they're taking those shots right on. No, all this is from CBK. CBK just taking all the shots, trying to get not only Sailing Esports across the way, but All Glory Gaming as well. So we still have this chaos going on up at the Zarky farm. We do have Riders right over here with, ooh, Absolute Pain. I'm not sure where Sting Esports went. They were up there in that mix. Let's see, they might, not sure if they'll pop in later. So let's see. Because sometimes I think they're gone and suddenly find them all back where they were. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. We do have, ooh, X-Force coming up onto another team now. Look at this. They were driving right for Sailing Esports. Sailing Esports is able to get away from CBK, only to end up right in the lap of X-Force. And X-Force right now is in first. Hello, G! Big fan, G. Hi, G. God. Alright, Valak right on the backside, and Spence coming up with his DBS. And oh, here comes the rest of them all just driving right up and over. And Maris has been knocked. Spence trying to get those shots and does not connect. And so now we've got Rival right on over here. And look at this, Free Point driving, trying to come right up and over. And Maris, the last one, still standing. X-Force coming in, just guns blazing. We are only in stage 2, and they are up to 6 eliminations already. And now let's get on over to non-stop, because non-stop it looks like they're trying to, we are down to just a duo. Remember, they came out of Zarky and all that chaos just to end up right on top of Team Aces, another duo. So now we do have one-shot killers with Rich Esports. So where are the one-shot killers and Rich Esports? They are right up here on Everest. So now let's see what's going on. Deku trying to get those shots right across the top of Mount Everest. So now let's see. Let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit, and I think you got all your teams right in here. Let me scroll in a little more. I think that'll be a good spot to just go ahead and stick the iPad up there for a minute so you can check in on where your teams are, because we do have a quiet moment for just a minute. You can see that up towards the top we do have the teams coming down through North George. So let's go over to Jas and see what Jas is doing. He's the one that's throwing these nades over onto the one-shot killers. So let's see what is happening. Ooh, look at that. Carvalho, he's down to about 5 HP. So now let's see. Let me check on the map over here and see who's really close. It looks like they've really started to give each other a little more space. So let's see what is going on. It does look like this is the main fight at the moment. We do have Riders Esports coming in through North George, and we do have Absolute Pain over at that eastern edge of North George. So we might still have a fight between these two teams, and our zone is getting ready to pop. So let's see if we're going to head up towards the hospital area. Yes, we are, Mount Everest. So there we go. And so you can see that Absolute Pain is still in zone, so they still have plenty of time to loot, to take that fight with Riders Esports, whatever they feel, because they are on the other side of the mountain. And it looks like one-shot killers might have moved on down off this, but let's see. Manic and Almost There may find each other. X-Force, ooh, X-Force is coming up to the top of Mount Everest, so now we may have a fight between Rich Esports. Look at this. We got Alim right up at that front, and Alim is right on Rich Esports. So let's see what's going to happen from this angle. We just watched Rich Esports push one-shot killers off the top of Mount Everest, and now let's see who the king of the hill is going to be this time. And we have Remix going up and in, and I can't click over onto him, so let's see what's going on with Valak. Valak trying to get those shots. Let me see if I can switch over to Remix this way. Let's check in on Remix. Oh, the nade going up and over. He just saw those legs right in front of his face. And so let's see if he can get a knock with this. He knows, ooh, he gets Kalon down to about 5 HP. And here he comes. Look at this. He can see him right across the way, and he's coming up and around. Don't slide down, Remix. No. Oh, Free Point got knocked. And I'm not sure how Free Point got knocked, but let's check in on the map and see who is making all these shots. It might be CBK. That would be coming up from the top. Let's see if we can get a better idea of what is happening. Oh, I'm not turning. Let's go. Oh. Alright, so we do have Rich Esports. Jas is the last one still standing over here as they are coming up and around on the other side. So let's see what's going to happen between these two. Jas coming up and over the top. Oh, I clicked onto the wrong person. Let's see. Alim does get knocked, and oh, there it goes. There it goes. Up to 9 eliminations now. So now let's go ahead and scroll on out just a little bit. Oh, it's not scrolling out. It does look like Absolute Pain did miss Riders Esports. It looks like Riders Esports came down through the bridge over by North and South George, the Georgia Pole Bay Bridge, and we do have, oh, Dallas is the solo, and he is over here with, I believe that is the one-shot, no, Absolute Pain, but we also have the one-shot killers, and I think the one-shot killers were the ones that were taking the shots across Adam. Oh, yes, it was, the one-shot killers over at the recall station right across the river. So now let's see What else is going on? We do have Manic coming up and in. Let's see what else is happening. So it's kind of a quiet, slow start to this tonight, everybody. I noticed that we had a lot of VOD reviews last night, so I think they're trying to work on all of that. So let's see what these teams are gonna do today. It may be a slow, steady start, but you know that they're gonna get crushed in fairly soon. Now let's get over to the one-shot killers. See who they're just taking those shots right across the way to the Georgia Polk crates, trying to get some of those helmet, trying to get some of that gear off. And so now let's see. Oh, it does sound like they're taking some shots right on across. Let's see. Ooh, it looks like maybe they're trying to find Dallas. Dallas, are you in trouble now? Oh, there we go. That's who's taking all those shots across the way. He is way up on the top. Look at this. I'm not even sure that they know that they... Oh. Is he going to take the shot? All right, so now let's go up to the top and let's check in on Kachuko. See what he is doing. Oh, Dallas, he drove right past Dallas. Dallas, does he know you're there now? No, they're still looking for him. But look at this. Riders Esports is now coming in from the back. So Riders Esports also pushing up and into Novo crates. Look at this. They're right here next to Dallas and next to that absolute pain. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Let's check in on... Oh, I'm not so sure. Riders Esports. He's just trying to make sure his vehicle is in zone, but he's got two teams here with him. And he also has a team across at that recall site. Oh, he was trying to find Kachuko. So now... Oh, Iceberg driving right at Sap. But Sap, you got to be careful because now you're right in the line of sight of one-shot killers across the way. Alright, guys, let's see. Ooh, we got another fight on top of this mountain. So now X-Force getting pulled up on by Manic. Oh, there goes Hod. And now we do have a 4v3 at the top of Mount Everest. So now let's go ahead and check in. We'll stay here. I'm not sure which one we want to stay with. Let's check in on Dallas, see what Dallas is doing. Dallas is just hanging in there doing Dallas things. He's being quiet. And we also have the fight right on down here with Grim Reapers. No, Grim Reapers. They were over here in a fight, and it did miss who they were in a fight. Well, oh, CBK. CBK right here. We just missed the fight. We missed it just to the kill feed. All right, so now let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. We still have the three teams over here. Green, I want to drive your Just Go, not your Bugatti. What? What does that mean? What does that even mean, Sunshine? Alright, let me put this map back up here. Let's go ahead and scroll on in. Oh, no! Right under X-Force. And there goes the duo from the Grim Reapers. So now let's get back over and go down. Ooh, AGG is coming up now. Let's see. And we also have another team. I just saw. Which team was it? It is Riders. Riders is coming up and around. Look at this. So we are all getting to the top of Mount Everest. So we are going to have a clash between Remix and Riders. Look at this. Remix right on over there, driving right up into Riders Esports. Let's see if we can get on over here. We do have Sap. Look at Sap getting those eyes right over onto Remix, but Remix is able to get on out of that spray just in time. Remix going down and back, trying to get that heal off, and we do have all four of them still standing from X-Force. So let's go with this map. Let me go ahead and put the map up really quick so you guys can see where everyone is. We still have, look at the rotations. We it looks like Absolute Pain is coming up and around almost right into the lap of the one-shot killers. Look at this, one-shot killers. One of them has been pinched off. So now let's get on over. Is it Deblim? Deblim, yes it is. He is right over here between all of them from Absolute Pain. Is Absolute Pain are trying to get up to the top of Mount Everest because we are going to Mount Everest. All right, so now we do have, oh, Deblim knows that they're all right on over there. Look at this, the rest of his team is behind him, but he's watching Iceberg. And let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Dallas was able to get out of Novo Crates with the other teams, and he's still a solo coming right up and into the fight at the top of the hill between Riders Esports and X Force. But look at this. He is not a happy camper where he is at this moment. Let's see what's going on over here. We are in a fight. AGG versus the one-shot killers. The one-shot killers right across, and we are just using the hovercraft coming right on through. The one-shot killers are just down to Carvello. So now here they come right up and around, and there goes the one-shot killers out too. Oh, Glory Gaming. And now we are going to just the very eastern side of Mount Everest. So, hello, Foxy. Hello, you beautiful woman. How are you tonight? Hello, Foxy. So there you go, Foxy. Don't forget, they're doing 3 UC giveaways. If you get your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the PSL server now, before the end of match 1, you will be in 3 Wheel of Names tonight. So now let's see what else is going on. What is happening up at the top? We lost Remix. No. Who was the meanie? Look at this. X-Force up to 18 eliminations. We're down to the top 4 teams, guys. So in Dallas, the survivor, still surviving, but he is right between X-Force, AGG, All Glory Gaming, and the one, or Absolute Pain. Absolute Pain does have those sights. Oh, they're gonna drive right up and over. They're getting ready to push into All Glory Gaming, but does Absolute Pain know that they do have X-Force right behind him? And look at this. Dallas taking those shots, does get a knock, but then he gets taken out. We are down to the top 3. Then All Glory Gaming over here getting all those nades up and over as here comes. Oh, and we just lost Valak, and now we're down to Alim and Freepoint versus all 4 of them from All Glory Gaming. All Glory Gaming just raining those nades right on top of Absolute Pain. Absolute Pain down to just Pain 22, the sole survivor. So now it is a 4v2v1. Your coop, my coop. Not. Oh, you mean my Koenig? Which one are you talking about? Sunshine, my Koenig? Alright, so it does look like AGG is now focusing onto X4. So let's see if we can get a bird's eye view. We'll stay right here for just a second. Let's go up and see what we can see from the side of this mountain. And we do have Pain still right on down there. And so now it is just Pain versus all 4 of them if he gets picked back up, and they are picking him back up. So now let's see if we can find who is coming on down. It does look like 99 may have an idea where he is, and we also have the last guy that I can't click on him, and it looks like he's trying to come on down. Look at this, driving right on past him. Oh, we switched up to the wrong person. And the Smushtle El Tire Print Day. Glory Gaming coming in first with 10 elimination. Absolute Pain coming in second with 1 elimination. And X-Force coming in third with 18 eliminations. Remix, big fan, 7 of those. All right, here's the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 and 14. going all out. X-Force remix, 7 eliminations, 636 damage. And with that, we will be right back to start match 7 of 10. We'll be headed into Miramar. And we'll have the Wheel of Names. I hope you got your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the PSL Discord server, because you have 3 chances to win tonight. And we're getting ready to do that spin right now. And I should have some live scores. Be right back. Over, and then we got Aether on the off angle, up in the windows. Look at this, he's trying to get those shots, and no, there goes Jokey. So now let's go over to Aether, see what's going on. As here we go again with another 1v3 situation. Zing, hello, hello Shing, hello, yo yourself, hello. Alright, so do they know? Does Almost There know that Absolute Pain is over here in the corner waiting for him just to come on in? He says, all are welcome. Oh, he takes those shots and took it a little early. Does miss those shots, but now they all know where he is. And now Zoom down to about half health as Aether coming up and through. What are you going to do, Aether? What are you going to do? And here they all come, all 3 of them. Oh, and Zoom up to 4 eliminations. There we go, boys. There we go. And now look at this, Burning Silence. He is coming right on through. And let's see, what is he doing? Right through the middle of Team 13, the Grim Reapers. Alright guys, it looks like this is a good time for me to put up the map so that you guys can see just how close they are. We still have the fight between Sting and All Glory Gaming going on in San Martin. We still have Non-Stop over by the Hacienda del Patron, but one-shot killers may end up right in the lap of Non-Stop. We'll have to keep an eye on that. X-Force, look at this huge split, taking over, trying to claim the whole northern side of this map. They do have Almost There to the east, and then they also have Sailing Esports all over in El Pozo. So there you go. Not too much going on other places. Don't forget to get a screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the PSL Discord server. Get your name on the list. You just saw the first winner of tonight. There will be 2 more winners. The earlier you get your name on the list, the more chances you have to win some free UC. Shout out to PSL for sponsoring tonight's giveaways. Alright, let's see. Our zone does pop again, and we are coming from San Martin, Chumacera, Las Leones. So we do have quite a bit of area still to cover, but I feel like Non-Stop, maybe the next team to end up with several teams right on top of them. They do have a strong chance of one-shot killers and Almost There all colliding in this northeast quadrant. So we got to pay attention to that. And we do have X-Force coming in on top of Sting and Team Aces. Team Aces right over here as well. So I'm not exactly sure. I think I'm going to go over to Sting. I feel like X-Force is coming up over here onto Sting. So let's check in, and here they come. You can see X-Force right there on the top. So we'll stay here for just a minute. Check in on whether or not X-Force. I feel like the scout is scouting. Where I hear some shots going off. Let's check in on Free Point. Free Point knows that there's a team up there now. Let's see, all 4 of them, 4 X-Force, all coming up onto this western side of the power grid. And look at this, they're scouting around, trying to figure out where the team player members are. And are they going to keep on moving, or are they going to take this fight? Oh, yes, they are. Free Point over here getting his nice little dip now, trying to figure out where Sting is. And you can see that Sting is all grouping up, trying to make sure that their backs are covered because Free Point is on an off angle. The rest of them are over here distracting Sting as they get into position right around him. Alright, so we'll stay here for just a minute. Let's check the iPad and find out what else we can see is happening. It does look like we are right over here on top of this. Did they just get the initial knock? They got the knock! Oh, and here comes the push right up and in. And I missed who got that initial knock, but I believe it was Benza. Maybe Benza already pushing right up and in. Nexus OP has been knocked, and they are right over here. Sting. Ace is able to get Nexus picked back up, and here comes the push by X-Force. All of them coming up and around, and we got another fight by All Glory Gaming and non-stop right on over here, but it is a long distance, so we're gonna stay on this fight right here and pay attention to the X-Force as they come up and around. I see Alim right over here using those nades, using his utilities, trying to get that knock. He does get Ace down to about half point, but we do have Matic. Matic is right inside, and oh, I forgot that I can't click on the bottom player. Here we go. Matic still throwing those nades right on out, trying to get him on the backside of this, and let's see what is going on. Benza does get knocked. Oh no, but Benza, I believe, also had a knock over onto one of them. Matic does get a knock onto one of them as well, right when we were switching over. And now it is just down to Sting. Mr. Flash is the sole survivor right over here, throwing those nades up and over onto X-Force. And oh, the pump to the face. Ugh. I hate the taste of 12 gauge shotgun shells. Alright guys, let's see what else is happening. Let's head on down to Sailing Esports, and they do have teams getting around them. They are paying attention to Deku and Jet G. You guys remember Jet G? Ooh, I do. Alright, let's get on over and check in on what's going on. Oh, they only came in as a duo. The duo, and we do have 11 teams still remaining in this, but we are only in stage 2, so we have a lot of area to cover. So let's see what else is going on. Now might be a good time to put that map up so you guys can figure out their rotations, their splits, how they push up. That X-Force play was top notch. The way they came out and around, they all got into position, figured out where the Sting players were, got that initial knock, and then just powered their way in. Burning Silence getting that long distance knock over onto Team Aces. Let's go check in on Team Aces. Let's see what's going on. If we can get Kaiser too. Oh, there goes D2 as he was coming over to get Kaiser picked up. So now can Drago and Sadra, can they get on over? I can't click on Sadra. Can they get over and pick up their teammates, or what are they going to do? Hello everyone and welcome back. They started without us. Let's go ahead and hurry up and do the Wheel of Names. Tonight's first winner. They started early on us, so these early birds. And it is Sunshine! Congratulations, Sun! 2 times in a row. Congratulations. Let's check out these scores really quickly. X-Force pulling ahead with 91 total points. All Glory Gaming up to 54. Sailing Esports up to 40. There are your scores coming into match 7. 7 of 10. And this time we're going to be jumping with X-Force Remix. He had 7 eliminations, 636 damage. So let's go ahead and put up the iPad so that you got a good view of the scores coming into this match. And let's put that iPad up so we can all pay attention to where these players jump. Alright, we're coming in from the Wasteland West wall, going just to the west of Monte Nuevo, going across the top of Monte Nuevo, following the corridor down to Los Leon, and out the other side of Puerto Paricio. So there's your flight path. And that was as fast as it can get. And I got in here and I didn't even realize I wasn't in my slot. But they didn't start with me in slot 1 this time. So that's a good thing. I haven't been in slot 1 for probably a year. So thank you. Shout out to Dior for catching that. And it does look like Team Aces is getting ready to get into a fight with Riders Esports. So let's get on over here. Get off of that and let's check in on where everybody else is going on the iPad down below. It does look like we also have X-Force with Manic going into Chumacera. So let's check in on what's happening. Right above we could see Remix watching as they're coming on down. So we do have 2 fights going on. So we've got Team Aces, Riders Esports over in Monte Nuevo. Kaiser's already been knocked. Oh, Hod. Remix was able to find Hod. And we still have Astro and Rana. And where's the other one? Oh, Vortex. Vortex is at your back, Remix. You gotta watch out for Vortex. Oh, Remix, get out of there. So now, let's see. I can't get all of them. Let's see if I can switch over to Vortex and go up. It looks like Vortex is still looting. So let's spin this around and see what we can see from this angle. See if Vortex can see Remix cross the lane. And even when I do that, you can't really see Manic up at the top. I'll go ahead and put that up so you guys can see that shot as well. And now it looks like Team Aces are down Sadra and Kaiser. So it's just Drago and D. Oh, oops. Clicked the wrong one. Drago and D coming up. Oh, and they're able to get one. He gets Zap knocked. And so now we do. Oh, I didn't even hear him come up behind Drago. I didn't even hear the footsteps, and Deep doesn't make it out either. He gets taken down by Rich Esports coming out of there. So now let's get over to Chumacera really quick. See, oh, Valak gets knocked. Who knocked Valak? I missed that. So now let me go ahead and put this map up here so you guys can see what's happening. I'll go ahead and pop this up here really quick. Let's check in on Remix over here. Does look like Vortex was the one that got Valak. So Vortex was at that backside, and Vortex is now coming across, and Remix is paying attention to him. So let's get on over to Vortex and see what's going on. Where is Spidey to witness my double wins? I don't know, but Spidey's going to be crying. He's going to be crying. He missed it. It is like 4 o'clock or something in the morning for Spidey. So now Vortex also, he looks like he's still trying to get those angles onto Valak. And I'm not sure. It looks like Valak is bleeding out. I'm sure they're, oh, he's back up onto his feet. I'm not sure who was able to come up and get him, but they're still keeping an eye over here onto Rana and Astro. So let me put this back up so you guys can get an idea of where our zone is, where your players are. Let me know who you want to check in on. And let's go ahead and pop this up and let me see what else is going on. Are we missing any other fights? No, we are not. So we do have Rich Esports and Absolute Pain pretty close to Chumacera. We do have Rich to the east and Absolute Pain to the west. So for this, at this time, this is the main fight. So we'll stay here and just keep an eye on what X-Force are doing. It does look like Free Point is coming up and around, and he is right over here. Oh, he was at, oh, and what is going on with these sounds? It's like these guys don't hear anybody coming up, and now Reina right over there. Oh, in there, Molly. Rana is on a fire. So now let's see. Let's check in with Rana. Let's see what's going on. I didn't see Vortex. Vortex is still coming up and not too far away. Rana is full health, and we got Alim right across. But Valak came up right behind him, but we still have Vortex over here. But Vortex is headed on out, and he is going to end up right in the lap of Deku now. Deku is right on top of him. Let's see where Deku is. Deku's up at the church, so Deku may not see him just yet because Vortex is over at the mall. Now it does look like Riders may end up in a fight over here. In a fight with Pain, Absolute Pain. So let's see. Sorry about the starting screen. That was the misclick, guys. Alright, so it does look like Riders is not going to find Absolute Pain. We have All Glory Gaming all in San Martin in zone. And we do have Non-Stop over by the truck stop. Look at this huge split that these guys are on. But they have this whole eastern side to themselves almost there. All the southern side. It's not until you get to center zone where you really start finding some players. Let's see what Vortex is doing. Vortex is over here taking some shots up at Deku. But now Vortex is headed up to a duo because Deku does... Ooh, are all four of them up here? Let me check. Let me see where the rest of them are. Yes, Vortex is coming up to all four of them from Rich Esports. They are... Oh, Vortex! Ooh, let's see what's going to happen. Vortex, do you know that you got a whole squad in the Church of Chumacera right on top of that hill? So we'll just stick here for just a minute. And, oh, he's popping nades already. So they know, they heard that nade pin pull. And I do see that they're taking some shots, so they must be taking some shots down. Oh, X-Force. X-Force is probably still chasing after Vortex. So now X-Force is going to think that Rich Esports is Vortex from Manic. And look at this. Oh, he's throwing smokes. Look at this. What is Rich Esports going to do? Joker, bigger fan, much bigger fan, Joker, much bigger fan. Ooh, CBK and AGG are now in a fight. Where's this going on? Ooh, CBK. So this is kind of a long distance fight going on over here. And let's see, All Glory Gaming, they were taken out. So maybe it was a scouting mission. It's snooped a little too close. Are you in here tonight, Joker? I don't remember seeing your name. Are you in here? And we are still going down to that southwest corner. So we are still have Via Del Mar in here. We still have the power grid in here. Oh, Vortex! Vortex came out. Does get Kalon knocked, but they're going to be able to get him picked back up. We still have all of X-Force right down in Chumacera. And let's see, CBK. We've got the Grim Reapers. What happened over here? Did All Glory Gaming come up and in? What's going on over here? I missed it. So now, let's see. All Glory Gaming, another one knocked. So All Glory Gaming did push up and in. Oh, so now we are down to just X99 coming up onto CBK. So CBK, also they're driving up right behind him. So now, let's see what he can do. Is he going to try to get that res off? Oh, he thought about that res and they're coming out and around him. He is down to about 20 HP, throwing those mollies down the stairs, trying to keep them from coming up. And oh, he was in the molly. That molly. Joker! I found you, Joker. The Grim Reaper Joker. You didn't have 23K in your name, so I completely missed it. Here is Joker. Big fan, Joker. I think this might be you. I think it might be. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, we got another fight going on right on over here. We have Absolute Pain right over here with Sailing Esports. And now Absolute Pain down to just 22. And there goes Absolute Pain, taken out by Sailing Esports. But now, look at this. They also have the attention from Riders Esports. So now, let's see. Looks like they can see him from across. We got all this skill glitching going on. So let's see what else is happening. We still have Non-Stop coming on in from that eastern edge, and we do have almost there coming in all the way from the south. They have that whole south to themselves. So let me go ahead and put that. Let's scroll in just a little bit more so that you guys can really get a good idea of where your teams are. We are down to 8 teams, and we are only in stage 2. So let me put this iPad up here as these guys are pulling away from each other. We do have Rich Esports on the eastern side of Riders Esports, Sailing Esports to the west. We do have, oh, I think the next fight's going to be X-Force and Almost There. They're really close to each other down at the southern end of this map. We do have Nonstop heading over towards Picado where the Grim Reapers are, and CPK up to the north. So I think Alim may end up seeing Almost There. So let's hang out here with him and see. Oh, he does see that buggy. He sees it right across. So now that should be one of them from Almost There. Yep, so they know that Almost There is right over there. Alim is getting ready to chase them down. So now let's see what's going to happen as Almost There are getting pulled up on now. So let's see what Gutsy God, the Gutsy God. Oh, he could see X-Force right across. Did you see that? Ooh, we can see it. We can see it. Alright, what else is happening? It does kind of look like X-Force might have pulled away from Almost There. It looks like they maybe headed back to the north. So, Almost There will still have the southern side. Ooh, Rich Esports in a fight with Riders Esports right over here in the middle of the map, center zone. So now, oh, I must not have clicked on somebody. So, it looks like Lost in Sex. No, we only lost JS now, so Jazz. So let's see what's going on with the Riders. All four of them from Riders are still up, and it does look like Rich Esports is coming into this compound, and we do have Deku moving up. Lost in Sex also trying to move up. Deku is even closer. Look at this. Deku's over there throwing those nades up and over onto Riders Esports. Esports. Alright, so now let's see. We do have a lot of nades. We've got smokes going off. Let's see. Ooh, CBK and what happened over there? Looks like CBK might have been on a scouting mission and got into the sight line of Sailing Esports right down. And Levi over there flirting with X-Force. So now Lost in Sex, we did lose 2 players now, but Deku is still coming up and over. He did get that knock with the S12, and now Riders is down to just, ooh, they came right up and over the top of that with the Tommy gun. But look at this, Kalan was covering for Deku, had that back angle, trying to make sure that Deku, when he popped his head up and snagged that little fish on his fishing line. And so now let's see what's going on over here with oh, Sap. Sap is the sole survivor, so he does have 2 of his teammates are knocked. Oh, and they're taking those shots, so Elon knows exactly where he is. I almost choked, guys. He's down to about 5 HP, and we do have Deku coming up and Lost in Sex coming right up and into the fridge shop, and Sap trying to get those shots over onto Kaline, but Kaline was hill glitching for Sap, and Sap is down to about 5 HP. Look at this, Happy Vic up on top of that hilltop, bleeding out. He's bleeding out pretty quickly too. Look at his life bar just going right on down. So now, ooh, lost it. Oh, Deku. He popped his head up right in front of Deku. Alright, so we're going up towards the power grid now. We do have all 4 of them from X-Force coming up really close to where this fight is right now. Almost there, traveling all the way along the western edge of the blue, trying to come up and around the outside of X-Force. And they may end up right up here with Sailing Esports. We are down to just, I think, how many teams are we down to? 7 teams, guys. Alright, so now let me go ahead and put the iPad up and give you guys a good view of where everyone is. And I think Lost in Sex is driving right up and into CBK. Lost in Sex was down to about half health or less. So now let's go. Don't forget to get your screenshots if you like and subscribe over to the PSL server, because we are doing 2 more giveaways tonight. You just saw Sun win the first pack, and there were only about 5 names on that wheel, so it was pretty good odds. So let's go. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more, and we still have the blue pushing almost there in from that edge, that very far west. So you can see him now a little better on the main screen. But it does look like Lost in Sex was thinking about headed down towards CBK, but it looks like he's going to go ahead and head back up. So I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up. You guys can figure out where your teams are. I still think Almost There is going to end up right there on top of Sailing Esports, and it does, and it maybe even have. Here is me, son. Spidey, you missed the first spin. Alright, so we do have X-Force and Nonstop and the Grim Reapers. They're all right over here. Oh no, we had some issues with Almost There. One of them did get knocked. It looked like maybe knocked from the vehicle or maybe knocked from the blue. But they need to get in from the blue because the blue is starting to push them all in. Let's go check in on the Grim Reapers. Get in the next one. Yes, I was sleeping. Just woke up by alarm. Alright, so we are over here with Tim. Let's see. Joker, this is you, right? Joker, this is you. Hi, Joker. Hi, Joker. Big fan. Alright, what is happening? I feel like Deku may be able to see CBK. He knows that they're over there because Lost in Sex did find them in the unfortunate way, but he was able to get out of that. And look at this. We're going over to the cliffs of the power grid. So, woo. And everybody's starting to really understand that. Oh, here comes X-Force right behind him. So now X-Force is coming up on the road right across from him. So, and CBK is right across the street. Nonstop is right across the street. So now we are all pushing right on in. X-Force coming right up and into CBK. So now, look at this. Nonstop right in front of the Free Point. But we do have Rich Esports right across the way. So now, let's see what else is going on. We do have the Grim Reapers all the way out to that east of the zone, and then we've also got Almost There to the northwest zone, and they are still really close to Sailing Esports. So I still feel like they are going to end up in a fight eventually. I feel like they're going to end up right on top of each other. Let's get over to Nonstop Baggio trying to get those shots across the way onto Alim. So alright, let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Ooh, look at this. We do have right up at the top. Spence. That's some sunshine driving. You try to get up that cliff, he's going to drive right in front of you, then back up and back over you, then drive right across the top of you. Son, are you in this? Alright, so let's see what else is going on. What else is happening? The Grim Reapers are coming in from the east. We got Almost There coming in from that northwest, and they did miss Sailing Esports, but I still think Miras may be able to see him. We do have Free Point right across the way on this angle, so they are still paying attention to Nonstop right on over here. Let's go up to Rival and see what Rival is keeping an eye on. Look at that. He can see Sailing Esports right across the way. And who is that across the way? Kadams right on over here, trying to get those shots right on top. Oh, right on top of Almost There, the fight that I thought was going to happen 10 minutes ago. Oh, Miras gets the guts. He got it sprayed out of the car. And now Almost There, going to end up in the sight of X4. So now, let's see, everybody just trying to get up and in there, and I think Levi and Grace were able to make it. Peach! Go Peach in the pink beetle! Peach in the pink beetle! You say that 5 times fast, boys. Let's see how you do it. Peach made it in the pink beetle. There we go. But we do have X-Force coming up and around, and Valak may be able to see right across the way, and he can see that Sailing Esports at the top of the hill. And we also have all a non-stop pushing right up right across from him. So now Valak taking all those shots into the dip. And let's get over to see what's going on. Look at this. Dallas once again surviving. And he has put himself center zone. And look at all the gumballs right around him. His X-Force is now starting to push in. And, oh, don't go up that ridge line because you do have X-Force coming up and in. Look at this. Here comes X-Force right up and on top of him. It is Remix on the backside. Let me get Remix on this screen. He was the last match top fragger, and look at him throwing those nades up and over, but he does have to watch out for Spence up on top of the hilltop. Spence right there. Dior, you have a great night too. Great night, Spidey. Oh, so now let's see what's going on as Alem is trying to get up and in it, and he comes right underneath Sailing Esports. We're down to the top 6 teams. We still have the Grim Reapers coming in right over here by Rich Esports underneath Sailing Esports. Let's see if we can come up and get a better view of the 3 dimensions of this map. We have them down in the dip non-stop. We do have X-Force Alem coming up the side of that hill. We also have over here, we've got the Grim Reapers. Oh, Tom going down to zone. We got Rich Esports all right there underneath all 4 of them from Sailing Esports. We have almost there. It should be a Sailing Esports game because they are still in zone. Green, what? What, Sunshine? What? Alright, so let's see. They are still in zone there at the top of the hill. They've got all the views. Oh, they found Alem's toe. So now we are down to the top 5 teams. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up really quick so you guys can see where everyone is. We got non-stop down in this dip. They were able to get their teammates picked back up. We do have Rich Esports coming up and around the ridge line. Let's get on over to Rich Esports. Deku has been knocked. Oh, the Grim Reapers. The Grim Reapers went out to Sailing Esports. Joker, no, Joker. So now let's get up and see what Spence is looking at. We already know that Spence is right up top. Stop the You talking about you're driving over the top of my head, I guess is where you are now, son. Alright, so almost there. Look at this, but Sailing Esports is still in zone. Look at your mini map right here. All the teams are in zone. Levi's trying to get up and underneath Sailing Esports. Rich Esports underneath Sailing Esports. And Non-Stop is still out here in the dip. Look at this zone. And I cannot move it. Let's see. Move. Go. So, let's see. We're going to have to stay out in the blue to be able to see where everyone is. Let me go ahead and put the iPad back up so you can really get a view. We do have Sailing Esports on the top of the hill. We've got almost there on the western ridge. We've got Rich Esports on the eastern side under the dip. And then we do have in the dip down below Non-Stop. So Non-Stop still right there. And look at this. Miris was just able to find one of them from almost there. Grace and Peach, I think. Oh, it's just Grace. Grace is the sole survivor over here for almost there, and Grace is not in zone. Grace does have the nades going over the top of their heads, and now Non-Stop has to figure out how they're going to rotate into this as well, because they are no longer in zone in their dip, so they've got to get into zone. Grace has to get into zone. And we do have Sailing and Rich Esports both in zone. And Deku is back up onto his feet, trying to keep an eye on Kadams and Non-Stop. And let's see, no more nades. One molly. Look at that. Now let's get on over and check in out what's happening over here. We are down to just a trio, but here comes the blue. They gotta move. They gotta move fast. Go Dallas. You gotta move fast. Oh, Dallas. I don't think Dallas is gonna be able to make it with Rich Esports and Sailing Esports right on over here. And there goes Cosmo. And it should be, oh, it is down to just the 2 teams now. So now let's get in over here. Let's see what we can see really quick. And now I couldn't get in there fast enough. Why nobody had the, oh, that hand scope. Their hand scope. No, thank you, Sunshine. Alright, Sailing Esports coming in first with 17 eliminations, 27 total points for this Miramar match. GG Sailing Esports, that placement was perfection. Rich Esports coming in second with 9 eliminations and coming in third. Almost there. GG's top 3. Here's the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12. Going all out. Sailing Esports spent 7 eliminations, 1,214 damage. That's what happens when you put your fragger into the position to frag. And GG's. Alright, so we will be right back with the live scores headed into match 8 of 10. So we still have 3 more matches coming up. We will be headed into Sandhawk. And after the Sandhawk map, we'll be doing another Wheel of Names. So if you haven't taken your screenshot of your like and subscribe, you do have 2 more chances of getting into the free UC giveaway. So all you have to do, get your screenshot over to the PSL server into the giveaway channel, and let's shout out PSL, Dior, and the sponsors for all the UC giveaways. Jeez, let's go. Alright guys, be right back. Because Burn in Silence looks like they are pushing right up and in. So we also have another team over here as well. Sailing Esports, also not too far away. So let's see. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Let's go. Let's see what else is happening. And we did lose the 2. What happened to Kaiser? Let's see. Oh, Deep is still bleeding out over here. I see. Alright, so now let's see what's going on. Those were long range, but they did get pulled up. And now we do have Drago and Sadra right over here with non-stop. Let's see what's going on. We are over downtown Picado. Oh, Sadra is able to get a knock, but did Sadra get knocked? Yes, Sadra did get knocked, and so now it is just up to Team Aces. Drago, ooh, Drago does get Sadra's knock, but I think Sadra got knocked through the windows. But you look up in the mini map, we have 4 teams coming in. We have Sailing Esports non-stop, and oh, that nade hurt, but Drago is still standing. But let's see, Cosmo now in a world of hurt. Cosmo, a sole survivor for non-stop, right over here with Team Aces. Does have Sailing Esports down in Picado, and then we also have a team up on, it is X-Force coming up onto the Picado Hills. So now let's see what else is happening, guys. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit, and we are going from San Martin Power Grid down and around Picado in the graveyard. So let's see, we still have 11 teams in this, headed into stage 4. So let's go. Let's check in on where we are headed. Let's see, are we in stage 4? No, we're in stage 3. I don't know why it tells me that and then doesn't switch over. Rewind the video for a couple seconds and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so Cosmo still holding off. Same with See, oh, we might have some issues over here with Burn in Silence. Let's see what's happening with Burn in Silence. Is there? Oh, look at this. They are watching. They are watching the Grim Reapers on this rotation, and they are going to take those shots. Yes, he is taking those shots. So let's see if he can get any of those knocks, or if the Grim Reapers decide to come out and around. They are right on the edge of the zone, just trying to hold them down. But the Grim Reapers also going to Picado. So now we have 4 teams in Picado. X-Force up on the mountain above, and All Glory Gaming in that compound just to the north of Picado. So interesting. All Glory Gaming pretty much center zone. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. And I'll go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can check in on your team, see where they all are. And I think the zone's getting ready to pop. Yes, we are going to Picado and the mountains. So X-Force on the mountain, already holding that all down. Look at that placement of the zone. Cosmo the solo for non-stop is center zone, but it does sound like Cosmo's getting pulled up on now. They are. That is Team Ace is coming in room by room, checking to see where Cosmo is. They know that he is still over here. And let's go. Let's see what we can see. I think we're still too far out. We've got too much space to be able to really check in. So let's go ahead. And you hear all the fireworks, but no elimination feed just yet. And I thought Team Aces were coming up onto Cosmo, and Cosmo on his belly on the stairs. Oh, Burn in Silence finds one from Rich Esports. Where's this? Rich Esports way outside of zone. So now it's just up to Deku. Deku way over here, but he's got to get his teammates picked back up, and almost there. Benza is able to find almost there. Look at this. They're coming right up and in onto X-Force. So X-Force stopping that. Benza, look at this. He found another one from All Glory, and he's got Zoom right down below him. Zoom just healed right. Oh, he can see you from right. Oh, Zoom. Zoom having such an amazing game. Getting picked off from the top of Picado Mountain. So look at this though. All Glory Gaming does look like they're getting ready to start moving. But Free Point coming up right on top of All Glory Gaming. Right, let's see. Oh, ooh, but somebody has oversight on the Free Point, and that might have been from Manic coming in. You can see Manic is all right there in front of him. So we're going to go ahead and stay here for just a minute. I want to see how this all plays out. And we'll scroll in on the iPad. And oh, Manic is pushing up onto All Glory Gaming as well. Hod and Vortex about ready to pop their heads up right in front of Free Point. Can Free Point see the backs of them? And look at this. Woo! Free Point! Free Point in the middle. And oh, it was Manic Astro from across the way. Manic Astro with that angle. But now Astro trying to get up and into zone, because All Glory Gaming Astro having issues with these hills. You know how brutal these hills are. And now we do have ASTB, and I'm not sure what ASTB means, but here he is trying to get those shots up onto Manic and X-Force. You can see that we've got 2 teams right in front of him, and he is right on the edge of zone. Look at that blue zone right over here. The play zone all the way at his back, and we still have X-Force Benza up on top of Picado Mountain. Look at all this chaos, and we are still going from Picado to Picado Mountain. So you can see that they are all these teams that are in Picado, half of them are still in zone. So now let's see. Oh, and Matic gets found. So now. Hello everyone and welcome back. Here are the scores. X-Force 97 total points. No winner chicken dinner. Green popcorn with green salt and green bowl and green Mountain Dew. Let's go, sunshine. Sailing Esports coming in second with 2 winner chicken dinners. 67 total points. They just got 27 in that last match alone. GG's. Oh, Glory Gaming at 55. We should be on hard start now. And let's see. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so now, as you can see, we have got aces deep on the screen. So now, this time we're jumping with Sailing Esports Spence. That was a crazy placement for that team to win that winner chicken dinner. 7 eliminations, 1,214 damage. Let me put this iPad up so you guys get an eyeful of this next flight path. We're coming in from Camp Alpha Mountain, or Island, just to the south of Camp Alpha, going right across the Triangle of Death to the south of Boot Camp, to the north of Quarry, and out likewise. So let's see. Alright, so sorry. I get it, Dior. I get it. All right, so now let's see what's going on. We do have 2 or 3 teams headed down towards Pine Man, so we should get over to Pine Man and check out what's happening. So now let's see. We have CBK right over here. We do have Riders not too far away, Manic not too far away, and X-Force. X-Force is also over here. Look at this. X-Force is all the way around this TXZYSZ Tixies. I'm not even sure what to call this guy, but he is completely surrounded by X-Force coming up. And our first song, oof, that was rough. Valak, no. Valak, oh no. I'm not sure what just happened. I think I read that on remix, trying to get Spray. Spray came out and around, so now we are down to just a duo over here, and one-shot killers are also in a fight. Let's see what's going on over here in Boot Camp. In Boot Camp, we also have 2 teams. We do have Team Aces over here with Rich Esports. So Rich Esports, we do have just a trio for Team Aces, and then we got a Manic player up on the hill. So now let's keep an eye on both of these fights. You can kind of keep an eye on Team Aces and Rich Esports, and we do have Jira trying to spray, trying to make sure that all of them. Look at the mini map up here. We do have all of X-Force. Look at this Alim right there, right in his sight. Oh, free point ran right into that DBS. Alim throw, closing the door on Jira. And now we do have DZZR. Dozer is also over here at some point right below him, I believe. Oh, Alim with the nade, but he still doesn't get Jira. But now let's see if he can get it. Oh, Alim right there on the outside, trying to get those angles over. Oh, and he does. Alim not giving up on that, and I think that is it for Painan, but we do have Manic now coming up and in to Boot Camp, and now Rich Esports. We do have one of them knocked, and it looks like they're trying to pick him up. And Sadra is the sole survivor, still standing over here, but Manic is coming up on top of that hill. Look at that. You can see Manic at the top as Sadra turns just a little to the left. So everybody, the nade by Deku. Deku with that nade, and they do know that Manic is coming up on top of that hill. Look at this Vortex right across the way, and he is looking for you. Look at that. Vortex, he was waiting for you. He was waiting for you to pop your head up over the top of that roof to see where everything was. And now we do have to wait for everybody to come on in the zone. So this is a good time for me to go ahead and put up the iPad so you guys can see where they are. So let's see, if I scroll it over just a little bit more, you can see no one on Camp Alpha and no one over toward, we do have a team all the way down at the south in the docks. The last match winners, Sailing Esports. We'll have to see if they can do a second winner chicken dinner by the insane placement of their team. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave it like that for a second. Nothing else is really happening, so I'll go ahead and let you keep an eye on that. We do have Riders Esports by the cave, not too far away from Sailing Esports. We have Nonstop just to the south of Camp Alpha Ruins, the top of the mountain, right where Absolute Pain is. So we might get a knock from Absolute Pain down onto Nonstop, because I do see that Nonstop is coming up pretty close. Look at this. They're really close to Absolute Pain. Absolute Pain up on that mountaintop, but it doesn't look like any of them saw him. Let's see. Aether. Nope. Aethercita. Alright, so let's see. Ooh. We almost had Riders Esports run into Manic, but they went on right in and across. Let's see what Nat Geo is doing. Look at this. Headed right in and across the land bridge. The swamp bridge. Look at this. Right across. Oh, those land bridges are so nice. Ooh, he is coming right up and in onto, was that one-shot killers right at the top? We're gonna get some burnout, some drifting. So let's see what else is going on. Look at how close he was to one-shot killers. And one-shot killers are still paying attention to Geo coming out and around. Look at him just driving on through. Alright, I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up for you guys so you guys can see what's happening. And I think he was out on that scouting mission because he went all the way back to his team. And I think he went and picked up Cosmo. So now they're going to go back and across, and you can see that our zone did pop again, and we are headed back on over across the way, and this time they may end up, oh, he did dump off his partner. I wasn't paying attention. By tomorrow morning, I'll be a Ninja Turtle due to all this grief. Teenage Ninja Turtles, or whatever it is, I don't remember. And look at that. Oh, Thorzen is going right underneath the, what is that? Indirex. Indra Zinc. And there we go. Right below one-shot killers. So no one-shot killers right on top of him. Who is that at the top? Let's see if we can figure out who it is. We do have a hide right across the way, but it's not him. It is Allison. Allenson at the top of Nonstop. And then we've got Oh no! Hyde does find him as he came right in and across. Alright, so now let's see. We also have another fight going on right on down here. Sailing Esports with the Grim Reapers, Jokers at you, where you just knocked right on over here. Maris is coming up and around trying to get that elimination. Oh, and Maris was able to finish off the Grim Reapers. So now, Sailing Esports, they will be able to pick their team back up. And look at this. Nonstop came up and around to the backside of Allenson. Oh, did he just get the score? No, because we did have Hyde get that first initial knock, but the rest of them were all Allen. Geez, 1v3, Alan. Alright, so now let's see what else is going on. It looks like we're headed up over towards Paradise. We've got several teams coming right around. We got almost there all the way to the north. We've got Sailing Esports all the way to the south. We do have Absolute Pain coming in across from the west. And look at this. The whole east side is empty. nothing on this eastern edge. So let me go ahead and scroll it on across just a little bit more. I'll put the iPad back up so you guys can get an eyeful of where your teams are, who they might be running into next. I feel like Manic and Rich Esports are going to be the next two in a fight, because Rich Esports is coming right in on top of Manic. Manic is right on the other side of this hill. You can see that Jas is right there. So let's see. Jas, oh yeah, getting those shots right in and across. And I think Lost in Sex was on that horse going right across the top of it. So let's see. Oh, Sailing Esports went out by Camp Bravo. So I got to scroll this out just a little bit. But our zone is getting ready to pop. And I think you can still see where everyone is down below. And Manic is still, look at this, Rich Esports facing off with Manic. And we do have Rana right there behind that rock. Do they know that that rock also has, oh, Lost in Sex is coming up and around on top of this, coming to the backside. Oh, but Rana was able to get that knock, but it was a trade-off. So now let's see what's going on. Rana right on over here trying to stay out of the spray by Jas. Jas coming up and around. Oh, there goes Manic. Oh, but now Rich Esports is getting shot at by Riders. Pappy Vic across the way, finding that shot, being able, and they are all the way over here in Paradise. Rich Esports down a player now. So now let's see what else is going on. We are still going over to Paradise. We still have the one team all the way across. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up while I snoop around and see where the next fights are going to be. I do think that X-Force is now coming right up and in over onto Rich Esports. Rich Esports just getting eliminated. One of them from Riders Esports, and now they are down to a trio. But you can see that one is still knocked, and Free Point just on that drive-by, able to pick off Deku. So now we are just down to Kaylon. Kaylon is the soul. Oh, Kaylon was the last one still standing, but now no longer. And so now they are coming right up and into Pappy Vic. Pappy Vic, can you see X-Force coming at you? And we also have Absolute Pain in the one-shot killers. Once again, those two teams do not miss each other. Each and every match they do find each other. Each and every match they do end up fighting. So Pappy Vic trying to watch X-Force's X-Force coming up right behind him from the south to Paradise Resort. And let me see, at Tercita, you're gonna be having some trouble. Don't run across the wide open space. Oh, at Tercita is coming right up and in on one shot. Oh no, we saw that coming. All right, so now let's see what's going on happen. He's gonna go ahead and move on out, but we do have Iceberg still up here in his buggy. So let's see if they can get over across the hinges, as John Allen calls these, and they're going to end up on almost there, is my guess. That's probably what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and scroll on in. Let me go ahead and pop that iPad back up so you guys can really check in on your teams. You know that there's nobody over there. Alright, so we're down to the top 7 teams. We still have 7 teams in this, and I think Absolute Pain and Almost There are gonna collide. I feel it. Ooh, and the one-shot killers are coming up right behind them, so we might have the one-shot killers coming up to chase them down. They watched where they rotated. Almost There, not too far away. So let's see what's going on. Let's check in on Hyde. See what Hyde is doing. Ooh, Hyde is actually coming up over here near Riders Esports. Riders Esports is right there in Paradise. So, and look at this zone. We are still going to the Paradise and to the northeast of Paradise. And we don't have anybody out in the blue, because at this stage it's going to start hurting. That blue is really going to start pushing these teams in together. And one shot coming right up in. Oh, they slowed down now. They only have the one vehicle, so we got Uber Hyde Uberhead. There's your name, Hyde. It says Uberhead. Can you see it? Alright, guys. Let's see. What else? Ooh, let's see. Lagabra, they're coming right up in onto you. Let's see what he's doing from the top as one-shot killers are coming right on in. Look at this. He could have taken those shots, but he's waiting for Pappy Vic to come down in around. Look at Pappy Vic coming down off the side of that hilltop. So now we also have X-Force coming up and around. Look at this. They're coming into the north side. And all these teams are right. Oh, this is so sticky. I can't move it. There it goes. Where's the rest of the Riders? Riders are coming on down. And we do have X-Force up at the top of the hill as well. So now let's see what's going to happen with the rest of it. X-Force is coming up onto Absolute Pain and almost there. As I said, Absolute Pain and almost there were destined to run into each other. So now let's see. It does look like one of them from the one-shot killers was knocked. I'm not sure which one is right down below, but let's get on over and see what's happening as they're coming up onto Absolute Pain and almost there. They are all right here on top of each other with only the sole survivor still standing. Kakucho, I'm not sure, but he does have all of X-Force right above his head and almost there, taking those shots across the way onto X-Force. So now let's see. We got all sorts of nades, all sorts of action coming on down in Paradise Resort. We still have Lagabra right on that balcony, and we do have a trio still remaining from the one-shot killers. Came right up and in, and I feel like X-Force is gonna end up on top of. Let's get Peach. Hello, Peach. There's that beautiful woman. Alright, so we'll stay with Peach for just a minute while the X-Force is not too far away. You know, X-Force is coming around doing the ridge of Blue Zone. Let's see. All Glory Gaming may end up over here in the fight with X-Force. I'm not sure who took those shots, but they're definitely X-Force shots taken at 7 right here, but we have almost there right there as well. And we still have a solo. It is Carvalho trying to get those shots with onto Riders able to finish it off, and Riders, all 4 of them still standing, but now they got to get on over out of Paradise, and they have to come into this northeast edge of Paradise. And La Cabra was taken down and out by, they're getting picked off. They're getting picked off now by Valak over here, keeping an eye over onto Paradise, just getting those eliminations. And we do have X-Force up to 9 eliminations. Is this the X-Force winner chicken dinner, guys? You got to let me know. We have 5 teams, 16 players still in it. And now we do have All Glory Gaming right at the top of Valak. We do have Riders Esports. We do have Sailing Esports. And almost there. And everybody has to go into X-Force. X-Force dominating this zone. Valak, you have 2 of them from Riders coming up. You have All Glory Gaming right across, taking those shots over at you. And Sap is coming up. Valak can hear Sap on that backside. 3-point finding Sap, and there it goes. Riders Esports. So now let's get over to All Glory Gaming. Let's check in on what's happening with them. They're right down below and out of zone. They are right next to almost there, coming up right on top of them. Let's see what's going on. We got Peach the Palm Tree and Gutsy God. You got to get to zone or call it finish for Sandhawk. What is going on with Remix over here? Remix. I'm sorry. Remix in this fight with Sailing Esports. And Sailing Esports once again up on top of this ridgeline. All 4 of them still standing. And we do have, oh, Gaga taken down and out. We still have 4 teams in this. All Glory Gaming down and out. Peach the Palm Tree is still in this. And so Peach versus X-Force and Sailing Esports. X-Force down to just a trio. We did lose one of, oh, Remix. We lost Remix to Sailing Esports just a minute ago. Let me get over to Peach and come up this way and see what's happening. We lost Peach. Peach was found. So now we are in a 4v3. It is X-Force versus Sailing Esports. Valak just got knocked. So now it is a 2v4. A 2v4 over here. Free Point is coming up. Gonna go ahead and throw those smokes over onto Valak. And where is Alim? Alim is right on this other side. Alim getting a 1v2 situation, but they're coming up right behind him. And Free Point right over here. Free Point does get knocked. So now it is Alim versus all of them. All 3. No, all 4. No, Spence was knocked. So it is. And Alim, oh, here they come right up and around. Oh, so close. Let me get that off of there. There you go. Sailing Esports. 2 winner chicken dinners back to back. 12 elimination up to 22 total points for the Sandhawk match. GG Sailing Esports. Back to back winner chicken dinners. But look at this. X-Force coming in second with, let's see how many, 8, 12, 11 eliminations. Coming in third. We do have almost there with an elimination. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, and 13. Going all out. Sailing Esports Maris, 6 eliminations, 547 damage. Now we will be doing the wheel of names when we come right back with the live scores going into match 9 of 10. We have 2 final matches to find out the top 8 moving on to finals. So I will be right back. Now Benzo, is that from Benzo from the top of the hill? I believe that might have been Benzo with those shots right on down on top of him. Let's go and see what kind of sights Benzo does have. Yes, it was Benzo. Look at this. He's paying attention to right where he is, and he can see Manic from across the way. Woo! To have the bird's eye view on top of Picado Mountain with all these every direction around. And Free Point right over here. Free Point does have All Glory Gaming and oh, I can't bend it. Oh, come on. All Glory Gaming all right in front of them, and they are not in zone. All Glory Gaming a little closer to zone, but Manic is now getting into the vehicle and driving out and around. And look at that. Free Point may be able to see some of them, but now Free Point is getting, look at this. All Glory Gaming, they're coming up all the way around trying to get all these angles. And now ASTB coming up on the backside of Free Point, but Free Point has 2 of them from All Glory Gaming right behind them. So now Free Point trying to get those shots straight across Sunday. All Glory Gaming, look at this right down below, and Free Point does find them. And now Free Point running for the blue zone, or from the blue zone, trying to get those shots over onto All Glory Gaming. A-Lim coming up on top of this mountain. We do have all this chaos going on. So now let's see. Free Point gets knocked. No. So now let's see what else is happening. One Shot Killer is getting taken down by Sailing Esports right on down here. Novio up to 2 eliminations in the Picado Stadium with Rich Esports on one side, and we also have on the other the Grim Reapers, the Grim Reapers across the way. So Deku, are you the sole survivor once again? Oh, that's right, because they came in as a duo. So Jet does get taken down. Let's see. It looks like All Glory Gaming right over here with X-Force right down below. Alim and Benza right on top of All Glory Gaming. Benza throwing those mollies. Alim throwing those mollies. All Glory Gaming, it looks like we are down in this bad situation. Only getting worse by the nades coming on top of their heads. Right on down below, and we still have all these teams right down here in Picado. I mean, you can see by the mini map up in the upper right hand corner, all of them just clustered in right over here by the stadium. And all these teams are trying to come up and into zone. And oh no, Benza! No! Rich Esports Deku gets the knockdown onto him. So now let's see what is going on. Alim may be the sole survivor. Let's see if we can get a bird's eye view of all the chaos happening over here in Picado. So now let's see if we can get in around here. Oh, it's so slow tonight. Alright, so we got X-Force. Alim is able to finish off this All Glory Gaming. We are down to the top 5 teams. We got Burn in Silence up on top of the hill, right on top of X-Force. And then down in Picado, we have Non-Stop and Team Aces still right on down here. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Sadra. Oh, Sadra gets knocked. So Drago above the lava floor. Just, oh no, Drago, no! Oh, Drago does find Cosmo, and he's able to get in there. And we are down to the top 4 teams, and we have all these teams pushing right up and in. Let's see who the top fragger is at the moment. It is Benzna. Alright, so let's see. It looks like Alim gets knocked over here. Let's see if I can get a better... I can't... Oh, come on. Turn. Alright, let's see if we get over to Drago maybe. Maybe we'll get a better view. Better view of where everyone is, guys. Alright, so there is Sailing Esports, Team 6. We got Team Aces, Drago down to about 20 HP. We got X-Force and Burn in Silence up on that hill ridge. So I think we're missing only one of them from Burn in Silence. Yes, we were. Can't quite get everybody in there, but that gives you a good idea where everyone is. Oh, Benza. Got the nah in there. Nah. So now let's see. Ooh, Burn in Silent lost up at the top of that. No, the nade does the nade. No, the nade does not take out Lost. Let's go check in on Lost. And we are down to just Lost and Shishui. We are down to the last 2 teams, Burn in Silence and Sailing Esports, the final 2 teams remaining in this Miramar match. So, oh, Novio, the sole survivor, still remaining for Sailing Esports against all of them. Let's see, 3, a trio from Burn Inside. Oh, Novio with that nade right to our faces. Let's check in on Shisui and Gaspacio. I don't know this name, guys. Let's see, Novio. Were they coming right on down? Lost. Oh, Novio getting another nade right up and over on top of him. Novio. Oh, he was down to 5 HP. Novio. So there we go. Coming in first. Burn in Silence. 10 eliminations. Coming in second. Sailing Esports with 5 eliminations, and Team Aces coming in third with 3 eliminations. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores, 4 through 6. And white, but they are down a player, so they're going into the rest of this match as a trio. So Frozen I'm not sure why Frozen's all the way over there, but it does look like Manic. Let's get on over. Vortex down quite a bit as they're in a fight with Team Aces. Team Aces are coming up and around. Does have Kaya. Ooh, came right up and around onto Vortex. So now where is Hod? And Hod trying to get those shots with the AK. And look at that. He's got a 6 times on his AK trying to get these shots. Going prone, trying to get the toes. The toes of Kaiser right on that backside. Let's get on over here and see what's going on. Deep does get knocked. Let's see. Kaiser is still, but they are still pushing up and in. Are they going to be able to get Deep? Looks like all of them are pushing up to Deep. Let's see who's around Deep. Is Deep okay? Yes, he is up at the top. And now, oh no! And now here comes Burn in Silence. Burn in Silence came up and around, and now it's just down to Sadra. And I can't click on Sadra, guys. Oh, and now here comes the Fierce. The Fierce coming right up and over onto Manic. And Tex is able to get that knock as Eero putting in all the work for the damage onto. Let's see. That was XYZZ. So what? Chaos everywhere. So let's see what's going on. Looks like X-Force headed up to the cow area, really close now to All Glory Gaming. All Glory Gaming coming out of cow with 4 eliminations as a trio, but now facing off with X-Force right across the street. And I can't see who it is. Is that Free Point across the street? Yes, I think it is. Oh, Free Point is right across. But look at this. Here comes some more of All Glory Gaming. And the rest of X-Force. There is... Oh, Free Point can hear it. And oh, here comes the shots from the Overwatch. And Benzo coming right up and in. Free Point coming up on this wild and crazy spray. What did I just watch? Oh, what did I just... Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We had a little bit of chaos with the name, so I will go ahead and do this. If we get an image, I'll go ahead and spin again, guys. But here are the lists at this point. Let's go ahead and spin it. Let's see who wins the second UC giveaway. And it is System. Congratulations on the UC giveaway. Congratulations. All right, let's check in on these scores now. X-Force topping 100 points. They are up to 114 total points. No winner chicken dinners. Sailing Esports 89 total points. 3 winner chicken dinners. They've got that placement down. They know how to place their team. GG's. All Glory Gaming coming in third with 55 total points. Let's go ahead and put that up there. And let's see, what am I missing? Did they ping me? What'd they say? Oh. Alright, so let's see. I don't know what they just said, so let's just get on out of here. And alright, sorry guys. Alright, so this time we are jumping with Miris from let's see if I can find him. I don't know if I can find him that fast. Sailing Esports, 6 eliminations, 547 damage. Let me get that iPad up there. There you go, so we can all see where these guys are going. AZ Beast, hello, how are you? Hello, AZ Beast. We are coming in just to the northwest of Valle de Mare, going across the top of La Drilla, just to the east of Monte Nuevo, going along the power grid, San Martin water treatment, and all the way up to Torremunda, all along the western edge of these cities. So now let's see where everyone is. Sailing Esports, where is Sailing Esports? And we'll go ahead. Oops, I just found him. How rude. Sailing Esports, there we go. So now we'll stick with him. And now look at Monte Nuevo once again. We do have Team Aces going right on down with Riders Esports, and we do have, it looks like Rich Esports, it looks like X-Force jumped to Chumacera. They won Chumacera, so we'll have to figure out where Manic went. It looks, ooh, so now let's go ahead and get this on the screen. We are with Kaiser now. We do have Riders Esports. They're all right up and around. You can see that Kaiser is right on top of two of them from Riders Esports. It looks like Kaiser's going to try to get a better off angle, try to get some loot. He only has the Winchester. That is never fun, is it, guys? Never fun in a hot drop. And Drago is between all four of them. All four of them are on every... Oh, Drago! No! And so now we got Deep all the way across the way. And then we do have Sadra. So they are separated. We do have all three of them in different spots. So let's see. Let's see what's going on the iPad. I don't see any other teams on top of each other at this point. And there goes Drago. Happy Vic. Oh, Deep came right up and in. So now we're down to just Sadra and Kaiser. And it looks like Sadra's over here by the bull ring. And I think Kaiser's right on the other side of the bull ring. So they may be able to get out of Monte Nuevo. But we do have Riders Esports. Pappy Vic did get a knock. I did see that, but maybe he didn't. Maybe Pappy Vic might have finished off the knock. So I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Sunshine. All right, so let's see. What else is going on? As you can see, everybody is really separated, but our zone is all the way down to that southeast. So we do have a bunch of teams that need to come into zone, and everybody is right under that flight path. That flight path from Valle de Mar all the way up to the west of Torremunda, and all the teams dropped right below it. So let's see. Rich Esports, they've got that whole eastern edge non-stop. Looks like they're going out and around. They may head over to Truck Stop, but if they go to Truck Stop, they will have Manic. Manic went all the way up to Camp Militar this time and avoided X-Force right down in Chumacera. We do have Absolute Pain not too far away, and it does look like Team Aces are going to go ahead and get away from Riders Esports, at least Sadra. Let's check in on where Kaiser is. Kaiser is still trying to loot. Now he has a pump shotty and an M16. Ooh, so let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you can check in on your teams. Let me know in the chat if you have a certain team that you want to check in on. But they are all pretty separated except for Team Aces and Riders Esports. But the duo from Team Aces, they should be able to get away and go ahead and loot, but they may end up right on top of Absolute Pain, because Absolute Pain is right in front of them. As Sadra stops the car in La Drilla so that they can loot, they'll be fine. But if they keep on going, they're going to end up right there with Absolute Pain. So I'm going to go ahead, and they did stop. They did stop right on down here, so they should be all right. They do have Absolute Pain all the way up and around them. So let's see, what else can I tell you about? We do have Sailing Esports over here in El Pozo. They're just getting fat and happy. They got plenty of time to continue to loot because they're not that far away from zone. CBK, I think CBK may be headed on over towards Monte Nuevo. So we may have another fight for Riders Esports. Look, no, they're just getting the vehicles, and I think they may miss Monte Nuevo completely as they head into zone. Ooh, X-Force. X-Force is headed right over here into Rich Esports. Rich Esports is not that far away. And it does look like Absolute Pain. Absolute Pain right over here. Oh no! Tercita! You just missed. You just missed Team Aces, and look at that. They're paying attention to where Team Aces go ahead and head on down. And I think X-Force may end up with Rich Esports. We do have Lost in Sex right in over here. Let's see what's going on with Lost in Sex. He's just looting very far away from the rest of his team. Look at the rest of his team all the way to the north. Oh, CBK landed right in on top of X-Force. So let's see. Where did this happen? It is not these two. So now let's see what is happening over here. X-Force is right in front of them. And let's see, who is it? It's Alim over here. Alim, who are you with? Oh, he is right on over on this backside, and he does have Valak with him. Valak also paying attention to what's going on. Oh, Valak's in the car. It didn't look like he was in the car. And they're taking those shots at Rich Esports. So Rich Esports did come up and get pretty close to it. And it looks like they're getting ready to hit that, hit the push going over to. No, they are not. I thought they were going to go over to Rich Esports. Oh, Lost in Sex, that was you. Lost in Sex, they got found. He got found over there, and there he goes, guys. There he goes. So now Rich Esports, the other part of Rich Esports is getting pulled up onto by CBK. So now we got all these teams and the Grim Reapers. They are all coming right up and in. So let's see where did all this happen? Let's see if we could figure out what is going on over here. Rich Esports, we do have the Grim Reapers not too far away. So now let's get on over here and see Rich Esports, they just Lost in Sex. And now they are a trio. And the green that you can see, that teal, is right across the way. That is CBK Esports right on down below. Let's check it out. What is happening? Oh, Deku! They were waiting for you to step on out. Hello, gorgeous. L-E-G-O-P-O-P. And we are still going down to the southeast side. So we still have all these teams that need to push into zone. They are all coming down. We're centering just to the north of Leones. The North Leones farm is pretty close to center zone. So we do have, ooh, I think one shot and almost there, getting ready to get into this fight right here. Let's get up on over here and see what's happening. Ooh, Carvalho right on top of almost there. And turned around and went the other way, almost there on both sides. So let's see. He's going to head back up to his team. If they want to chase him down, they'll have the team to deal with at that point. So let's go ahead and put that iPad back up so you guys can really scroll in and see where your teams are. And I think Rich Esports maybe get pulled up on, right on over here by Grim Reaper. Joker, I see you. Alright, let's check in on Deku. Deku, always in the center of everything. What's he doing? It looks like he's going up and around, trying to get that off angle onto the Grim Reapers. I think that's what he's up to. Maybe not, but that's what I feel like he's doing. Getting that uphill off angle. So let's see. Does look like we might end up with Riders Esports on Absolute Pain as well. And oh, one-shot killers are coming right on down on top of almost there, stayed there. So let's see what they are doing right over here. What is going on, Grace? Grace, you have them all coming up right around you. Oh, they're over here at the gas station. Go, Grace, go, Grace, go. Go, Grace, get out of there. Go. Grace, oh, Peach the palm that they found. Peach. So now let's see, where's Peach? Peach is down there with Gutsy God, and Gutsy God also got knocked. Grace trying to spray with that M249. Let's check in on Levi. Levi. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Ooh, he's got that nade out. He's going to go ahead and throw. Ooh, we do have Carvalho. He is coming up and around. Oh, and Levi. Oh, he's had that right in the cross. So now, let's see. We do have Riders Esports. Yes, Riders Esports. We still have Grace trying to spray with that M249, and I can't switch over to Grace. Let's try it this way, guys. And I think Grace is trying to go. Go, Grace. Go. You're the last hope. Go, go, Grace, go. You got this. Why is this so dark? All right, so now let's see. Can you get out of there, Grace? I'm not so sure Grace is going to be able to. Oh, there we go. And now, let's see. I think Grace should have picked up that vehicle. Grace, you need to pick up a vehicle. All right, so let's get on over here because absolute pain. Cacacho is getting pulled up on by Riders Esports. Iceberg trying to come out and around. Look at this. We do have. Ooh, he just got out of there just in time. But we still have all of them all right on over here. And Grace is still way up in El Azahar. And I do see One Shot Killer still up in El Azahar as well. Let me see if I can scroll it in and try to get these teams. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so we can go poke our nose in some other fights. And the fight is still here. I didn't realize that they were right here in the barn, right across. Look at this, the pull-up. And Iceberg is able to spray one of them out. And we still have Riders coming up. And Iceberg is right there, but right in that window, right in front of them. They're trying to get those shots right on through. Iceberg comes out and mows down Xavi. So now, let's see. What is happening, Pappy Vic? He's trying to come out, trying to spray you in there, and now they're able to get that res off, and now Sap is right there, but he finds Sap again. Pappy Vic right there. Oh, Iceberg with 3-piece onto Riders Esports, but now they're getting pushed out by that blue zone. They got to get into zone. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so I can go poke my nose into somebody else's fight. Ooh, it looks like Jas is right over here picking on All Glory Gaming. AGG right across from him. Hello, Suli. Hello. Hello, how are you, Suli G? Sulo G. And we're still going over to the east. Look at this. We're still touching Impala, Puerto Paricio, and Las Leones. So we still have, look at this. Rich Esports trying to get the spray over onto All Glory Gaming, as All Glory Gaming are trying to rotate. And they are in zone. Let's not forget, All Glory Gaming are right here in zone by nonstop. So let me go ahead, and we do have Absolute Pain still coming out of that farm area after that fight with Riders Esports too, way over at the west. Now let me get over to Nonstop. Oh, it looks like All Glory Gaming pulled away from Nonstop. So let's check in on Maris. He was the last match top fragger. Oop. He was the last match top fragger, so let's see what happens when he comes pulling right up and in onto Manic. One shot. Grace. Oh, Grace still has one shot chasing right behind her. Grace, they are all right on top of you. Look at this. Grace trying to get down into Impala with all of the one-shot killers. You can see right there on the map, they are all right there behind her. But Grace is surviving, and we still have Sailing Esports. It looks like they went all the way around Manic, but they may end up, like I said, every single match, somehow, Sailing Esports and the one-shot killers end up right on top of each other. And we do have Absolute Pain finally coming out of that blue, so they still need to come on and across, and we are almost back into this match. Whoops, that was a little quick, but hey, we got to see it anyway. Alright, so let's see. What else can I show you on here? Ooh, CBK over here still in this fight with All Glory Gaming. All Glory Gaming and Alim from X-Force right up on top. So we do have 3 teams right here. Look at this. All of X-Force. X-Force right up the top of that. So now let's get over to X-Force, and we still have Team Aces surviving all this. Team Aces are still in this. So let's get over here. Let's check in on what Alim can see from the top. He's got two teams right down below. He's got All Glory Gaming and Rich Esports. And he was just poking at Rich Esports and now CBK right down below. Because CBK and All Glory Gaming are both sitting there holding down the same compound. Look at this right down below Alim. Alim is like, what are you guys doing down there? Alright, so we do have Absolute Pain coming in from the south. They decide to wrap down to the southern side. But the southern side is a pretty good rotation for them. And my pillow's falling off my chair. Let me get that back under there before I end up on my face. Alright, so let's get across and see what Jazz can see. He is just kind of overwatching everything, and he is, oh, he's got Free Point and Valak. So Valak may have an angle right on down on top of him. Let's see what Valak is doing. And let's go back over to Free Point, because Free Point, oh, GR Tom from Rich Esports. Now, where is Rich Esports? Right up over here. Let's get on over to the Grim Reapers. Let me see Joker. Come on, Joker. Show me something. I've seen you 1v4. Let me see it again, Joker. Alright, so let's see. What else is going on, guys? Let me go ahead and scroll in even more. We're going from Leones to Impala. So, ooh. Look at this chaos. One-shot killers over here with Sailing Esports once again. Every match, guys. They do find each other. They do seem to. Oh, Deblim. Oh, Deblim gets knocked, and so now the one-shot killers, I think, are down to just a. Yes, they are down to just a duo. We got Hyde and Ellison. And let's see, we do have all three of them from Sailing Esports. Oh, Miras, he's pulling right up in on top of you. Oh, Miras is able to take down Hyde. So now the one-shot killers are down to just Allenson. Oh, no. All right, guys. So let me put that back up there. Let me go poke my nose into another fight. It does look like Lonely is coming up and around Joker. No. I wasn't watching. I'm sorry. So Tom did get picked back up, but Joker was eliminated. So now let's see. What else can we see? I'll go ahead and put the iPad back up because I thought we were going to have another fight. We still have CBK right over there with All Glory Gaming and Rich Esports. Oh, I thought Rich Esports was going to get into that fight, but they're going to go ahead and rotate on and out. Let's see. Not the crate shooting. I missed it, Dior. I get so used to seeing it that I don't ever notice anymore. These guys get all hyped up and they're all excited because they do something, and I don't know. I don't see it as disrespectful. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it definitely is, but not all the time. And look at this AGG just trying to get those shots, and we do have a trio from CBK right across the street. Just, oh no. Oh no, Kaiser got found over here. Sadra's still trying to find his way. Kaiser, did you pick up Kaiser? Is he bleeding out? Where's Kaiser? Did you pick him up? Let's go. No, Kaiser taken out by Valak. So now let's see what kind of view Valak had from above. And they are going to have to go ahead and rotate. And look at this. Sailing Esports once again. Right in zone. And let's see Spence at the top of zone. He has the high ground. One more time, but here comes Manic. Oh, Astro drove right up into Reval, so Reval was able to get that. Now we do have Vortex. Oh, Vortex just got knocked too. Who knocked you? Spence. When I got off of Spence, was able to find him. So now let's see. let's see what else is going on. And oh, now we got Force. X-Force is pulling right up and in onto Absolute Pain. Right on down here. Let's see what's going on. Athercita. What's going on with you, Athercita? Oh, Athercita trying to get out of that spray by Remix. It's Remix. And the rest of X-Force all pushing right up and over. And there is Sadra off in the background. Athercita right here trying to get those shots. Oh, so now we're down to jump. Look at this. We got a crate over here, an airdrop P90 level 3 gear. He is a happy camper, even though he is a solo. Oh, but no. Oh, but no, he is being watched by Alim. 3 point Remix. They're all remixed. Remix finishing that off. So now let's see what else is going on. We still have AGG. Oh no, no, Gas. They gotta leave him. They gotta leave him. And now we do have the Grim Reapers out in the blue. Valak. Oh, Valak is pulling right up and in onto Sadra. Sadra is right behind Valak. Oh, can Sadra see Valak? But we do have Sailing Esports right down below. But look at Sadra. Sadra is watching all of them from... Oh, who is taking those shots? This is Sadra at your back, Valak. Let me see his zone. The zone comes right on in. Let's see. Sadra does not have Valak's back. But, oh, Maris, all of them are coming right up and in onto you as Valak. The rest of his team are coming down in onto Maris. And the rest of Sailing Esports are right behind. So now, look at Maris trying to throw those nades over under Remix. Remix is down to about half health. And here comes the backup nade and Remix. Oh, Remix gets knocked by Maris. So now, let's see who is right on down there. Let's check in on Alim. And Maris is able to get on out of there. But we do have X-Force dominating this zone. Maris, here comes another backup nade. Another nade. Oh no, Remix again with the backup nade. And so Maris is still coming out and around. Remix again with the pickup. And we do have Free Point on this off angle up at the top, making sure that Maris doesn't come out and around. But look at this. Right there in front of him is Spence. And now Alim. Oh, and it's down to Valak. Valak is the sole survivor, still standing against Sailing Esports. Let's see if we can get a bird's eye view of where everyone is. Oh, and they are coming right up and in, and there goes Valak. So we are down to the top 4 teams. We still have Sailing Esports. We still have AGG, All Glory Gaming, and Nonstop. We still have All Glory Gaming right over there with Sadra. Sadra finished off All Glory Gaming. Sadra is still in zone, just on the edge of zone now. So now we are down to a 3v1v1. So let's get on over to Cosmo. Cosmo still trying to crawl up and in. Sadra also, but he has Spence right above him. Sailing Esports. Is this another chicken dinner for Sailing Esports? Sailing Esports, look at how they are dominating this zone. Sadra, you do have one from Sailing Esports right above you, and you also have Nonstop creeping up behind you. Sadra, you have them all around you. That is Spence on the top. Let's see, can Spence see any of them? Look at this. He's got Cosmo and Sadra right across the way. And somebody's over there throwing some nades, trying to back him off. He says, you want to drive up on me? Come at me. But I got a juicy nade with your name on it. And we still have Spence. We still have Spence creeping up right on top of Sadra over here. So let's switch over to Sadra, or Spence over here, and see how close he is to Sadra, because he can see Sadra and Cosmo from this angle, but they are both down, so he doesn't go. Ooh, here comes some more smokes. They are all creeping right up and in, because Sadra and Cosmo are really right there in zone. And look look at this. We're going to stay with Sadra and Cosmo. Let's go ahead and do this side by side as they face off. They are each a solo facing off against the trio, the back-to-back winner chicken dinners so far. They have 2 winner chicken dinners tonight. Is this the 3rd winner chicken dinner? And look at this, Sadra taking off the backpack, but keeping all the flashy, colorful stuff. And then we've got Cosmo with the sparkly butt. All right, so there goes Cosmo. Oh no, Cosmo is still in this. So now Cosmo is down to about 2 HP, and they are still creeping up. Sadra paying attention to where Cosmo is, and the rest of Sailing Esports are all coming up over that ridgeline. Sadra backing up, and he may be able to get to this truck just in time, but we still have the sparkly butt Cosmo right here, still throwing lunch and smokes. Oh, and he jumps up to run. Oh, and he gets found by Spence. So now it is just Sadra versus, let's see, let's get off of Sadra over here, and let's go over to Spence and Rival. Rival is driving out and around, and Rival. Let's see what's going on. Spence. I couldn't tell which one was going to pull up onto Sadra, but I wanted to make sure that we got it. Sailing Esports for not 1, not 2, but 3 back-to-back winner chicken dinners, coming in with 14 total eliminations, 24 total points for this Miramar match. Team Aces coming in 2nd with elimination, and Non-Stop coming in 3rd with 4 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, and 13. Going all out on the iPad, we have Sailing Esports Maris for the 2nd time in a row. Back-to-back MVPs, 7 eliminations, 983 damage. All right, we are headed into tonight's final match. Match 10 for Group Iris of the PSL Spring Mini League. So make sure you get your screenshot if you like and subscribe over to the PSL server. It's down in the general chats. You don't need any roles. You just go in, put that screenshot in, and we have one more final UC giveaway coming up at the end of this next match. I'll be right back with the live scores going into tonight's final match. Be right back. What? Alright, let's see what's going on. X99 down to about 1 HP is able to get that heal off. Oh, but Matic from the top of the hill. So now let's see who is in there. It is Ben coming. Ben's nah. Oh, that nade. Did he connect with it? Oh, but no, he gets caught. He gets caught out on that side, and now 7 is getting the elimination. So now 7's coming up and in, and there he goes. And so now it is now just up to 7 over here. Let's see if 7. It does look like X-Force are down to just a trio, but one of them is still knocked, and he's got Alim right on the outside, and 7 going into FPP, trying to get that. Look at this, trying to get those angles down and around that outside. Ooh, Alim also with that S12, and giving him a little 12 gauge snack. Alright, I think this is time where I can put this iPad up so you guys can see where your teams are, where the rotations are. I think I've got everybody in there. And we do have Sting Esports not too far away from Absolute Pain just to the south of Hot Tin over there, but it almost there. Looks like they're not too far away from X-Force, so we might have another fight right up there in Tapmonk if they see that we do have almost there coming up and in. So I'm sure almost there. Probably heard all that. And I do see Zoom getting into position. So Zoom may be trying to get that. Ooh, we did get a knock over onto Sting. So now let's head on over to Sting and see what's going on. As they're getting, oh, Nexus OP having some issues with those rocks, that terrain, Mr. Flash on that scouting expedition. Not so expeditious. Ooh, let's see. Who is that up on that? Does that say Dante? What did that say? Odin, Texas. Okay, do we have to make it any harder to read? That's my question. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, we just found Ace OP finding Aether. So let's go down to Ace OP. Ace OP. Let's see if we can see. Come on, let us check in on what's happening. I hate this spectator glitch. Alright. Ooh, we also have a fight between Rich Esports. Let's see if we can figure out where Rich Esports is in this fight. I see a bunch of teams clustered right on over here. We got Rich. Oh, come on. You could go faster. Rich Esports right over here. With X-Force, we got Matic. We are right over here at the mountain cabins. Look at this. And we also have one-shot killers right across the way. So now we've got 3 teams right over here on top of each other. Just to the northeast of Boot Camp. There we go. Ooh, what's going on with the Grim Reaper? Grim Reaper down to just a solo coming up onto the Fierce. He does get, oh, he got a knock onto Sokka, got a knock onto Zeeks, but now we should be able, Sokka was thirsted, but we're going to be able to get Tex picked back up. I thought that said Zeeks, but it is Tex. Alright, so Burning Silence across the way as well. Also trying to get those shots up and over, but the Fierce now a trio. So let's see what else is going on. Let's get on over to Matic. It looks like Matic right here on top of the duo from Rich Esports. Let me put this map back up so you guys get a good idea of where everybody is rotating. And I think now's a good time to put the iPad up. Oh, are they coming out onto you, Matic? I don't want to miss this. Alright, we'll go ahead and put that up really quick so you can see that everybody's pretty tight on top of each other. So this is Sandhawk. Not a lot of space to begin with, and we are squeezing them right on in. It looks like Matic getting ready to come on out, get picked up by the rest of his team, moving away from Rich Esports. Rich Esports lost in sex right at the top of that. Let's see what he's doing up here. Look at him on top trying to get those. Ooh, he's got non-stop over there. Non-stop. Uh-oh. You going to be able to move that? I think that buggy might not be. Oh, I thought he was going to fall off, but he also has one-shot killers right across the way. So, let's see. Looks like almost there. Look at this. Frozen. Oh, Frozen's going to come up and around. We still have that fight between Sting. So, let's go over here and see what's going on with Sting. As they are getting pinched now. We did lose Nexus OP. We got almost there right here. Oh, he came right up and over. He's able to fight. Oh, Mr. Flash overextended on that hilltop, and we still have a duo from Sting Esports with almost there right over at the top, and we also have another team coming in and across the other side. Look at this. Hopeless coming up on the backside. Let's see. Oh, Hopeless. Let's see. Oh, there goes Hopeless. So now it is just up with Sting, Ace, OP, and he is getting shot at. Oh, Burning Silence in a fight with the Fierce now, and we still have that other team across the bridge. It is absolute pain, and look at this. We dropped all the way down to Boot Camp Island, the main island, coming off both of the other islands. So all these teams up at the top right here that we are watching right now do all have to rotate down to the south. And so now let's see, X-Force just driving right around. Free Point driving right in the middle, right in between. It is, oh come on, we're not going fast enough. There we go. It is Sailing Esports, and he is just driving right between. He is just driving right on top of them. What was that name? Was that Necessary? Yes, Necessary. Right on over here, watching Free Point coming up and around. And there goes, I think Sting Esports getting taken out. Necessary. It looks like X-Force with all this distraction, all this movement, just making Necessary, trying to figure out the best way to point. Oh, and now Absolute Pain are in a fight over here with almost there. There's Frozen. Frozen made it all the way across past Absolute Pain. I'm not even sure how that happened. But let's go over to Zoom. Zoom has been knocked. Let's try Meowie. Meowie does have him coming up in there on top of him. And is he going to be able to get Zoom picked back up? Yes, he is. But he's got Frozen. Let's see if we can click over to Frozen. Frozen. Oh, Frozen's getting those eliminations right across the way. So now we do have Absolute Pain down to just a duo. And they are being very closely watched in that. Oh, he moved away just as they came right up to that door. So now let's go. Let's check in on the rest of the map. Hello everyone, and welcome back to tonight's final match for PSL Spring Mini League. $200 winner take all. This is Semifinals Group Iris Day 2. We're headed into tonight's final match. And in first place, X-Force, 123 total points. Sailing Esports in second, up to 113 total points. Four winner chicken dinners. All Glory Gaming coming in third with 60. So there are your scores. They are loading into tonight's final match excruciatingly slow. Let me show you on the iPad. We have 38 people in this room. Look at that. This could be painful. But after this match, we will be doing tonight's final UC giveaway. So we have one more UC giveaway. Shout out to Dior. Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to PSL for sponsoring 3 UC giveaways last night and tonight. We got to say thank you so much for coming out and supporting us. And so they are just spoiling all of us. They are spoiling me. They are spoiling you. Let's get your name on it. Make sure you get your name on the list. All you have to do is take a screenshot of like and subscribe. Get it over to the giveaway channel over in the general area underneath the general chat and all that. You don't even need to get roles. So it's super simple, super easy. PSL, great server to be in. So get over there, find your way around, get your name on some UC, because we do have 2 more nights of semifinals with UC giveaways, and then 2 nights of finals with UC giveaway. So you are going to want to be in that server. You're going to be wanting to make sure you stick around, because they have a lot more and they are spoiling us. So shout out to Dior, shout out to Dior's sponsors and PSL. So let's see. We're up to 50 players now. Oh, this could be rough. This could be rough, but we have seen it worse, haven't we, guys? So let's just roll with it. We got this, guys. Make sure you get your screenshots over there. And when you get over there in the general chat, just for me, just write W Dior. You don't even have to write W sponsors, PSL, and Dior. Just thank them all for going above and beyond for us. All right, guys, here we go. Tonight's final match. And I forgot to show you Maris from Sailing Esports, back-to-back MVP. So let me find him a little faster this time. Where is Sailing? Are they even in here? There they are. And there is Maris, so we'll be jumping with him. There is your top fragger, back-to-back. All right, guys, let's check out this final flight path. We're going from the very southern tip of Primorsk, going all the way along the river between the main island and military base, hitting land at the shark fin, going over the top of Milta and Milta Power. And, ooh, I'm not so sure. We may have AFKs. If there are any AFKs, we may have free points right over here in the Milta Power Peninsula area. So let's go. Let's see. Mitty! Hello, Monster Clock. Hello, Butch Calves. You guys, I love you guys. Hello, how are you? This is tonight's final match, and look at this. Ooh, X-Force is jumping with the one-shot killers. No, the one-shot killers. Are they coming into Primorsk? I think they are, so we may have a very early fight. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to them and see if one-shot killers are coming down into Primorsk. Let me see. Yes, they are. So we've got a early fight over here. So I'll go ahead and put this up so that we don't miss the fight over here. But let's check in on where everybody else is going. All the absolute pain. Look at this. They have the entire military base all to themselves. And then over here we've got, oh, Team Aces jumped with AGG, All Glory Gaming, once again. And now our zone is all the way over to the southwest edge from South George all the way down to Primorsk and just wrapping around Pachinki. We've got a lot of water in this. Let's see what else is going on. We do have a couple teams right on over here. We've got almost there right next to Riders Esports. So Riders Esports taking over Milta. No AFKs that I can see. But let's get on over here and see what's happening down in Novo Crates. We've got AGGs running out and around. May have been able to be seen by Drago or Deep. But Deep, oh, you got to be careful. So it's a 4v4 right down in Novo. And we do have the 4v4 over here. We already know that X-Force is going to take this fight. Let's see. Where, ooh, Alizin. I see Alizin coming up and around. Alizin. No, he's going the other way, guys. All right, so let's see. Team Aces, Sadra already gets a knockover onto X99. So should we go ahead and put the map back up and go over? Let's go over and give some screen time over to AGG. And then I will put the map back up so you guys can see what is going on. We'll go back over to X-Force in a minute. AGG down to just a duo now. Let's check in on Sadra and the boys. Sadra and Kaiser both got an elimination. Able to defend Novo Crates. And now let's see, where is Gas right on over here? ASTB, I'm not sure ASTB what this name is supposed to be, but is trying to get that angle. And then we got 7 over in the crates. Look at this. Oh, I don't know what he's gonna do on top of the dog shed. Gonna throw those nades right on down. And oh, 7 was just knocked by Sadra. You saw that on the elimination feed. And now it is just up to ASTB. And here they come. And he sprays down. Oh, he's got 2 sprayed down. Oh, but all 4 of them from Team Aces are going to be able to finish this match. And almost there. Still really close over here to the Riders Esports. And up here we got Rich Esports right over here by Sailing Esports right on over here. And we still have the standoff over here in Primorsk between X-Force and the one-shot killers. Let me put this up here so you guys get a good eyeful of where your teams are. And let me know in the chat who is going to win this match tonight. Let me know. Ooh, Deblim, he can see you on that roof. Alec is pointing you out. Be careful because Allenson, Allenson came out and around. Almost had Valak right in his sights. And we do have Alim up on top of a roof as well, trying to keep an eye across the way onto Deblim because, oh, look at this. He can see him right across the way. And we also have Free Point up on top of a rooftop as well. Let's go back to the map and let's see what's going on. I feel like Almost There is going to get into this fight with Riders Esports. Riders Esports still coming down. Oh, I can't turn right down this road. Riders Esports are coming in. We have Grace, Peach, and Levi. Oh, they're driving. And here comes the Riders Esports. They're coming right up and in onto Almost There, right on down below. So let me get on over there. We'll keep peeking back over into Primorse, but let's get over to see what is happening with Grace. Grace does get a knock onto David Kidd. Oh, look at this. And now it's just up to Sap, but here comes Pappy Vic. Pappy Vic coming up and around. Pappy Vic is going to get the back of you. Oh, no. So now it's just up to Peach. And Peach is going to go ahead and get this Ruz off. But Peach, you have one more. Who is it? Oh, Peach can hear Sap. Sap is over there just reloading, getting ready to throw this nade right out on top of Peach and Levi. Oh, the nade goes right out and in on top of Levi. So now it is Levi or Peach versus all four of them from Riders Esports. Come on, Peach. Come on, Peach. You've got this. We are watching Peach. Let me put this map back up. So, oh, watch the Molly, Peach. Watch the Molly. All right, let's go ahead and scroll on in just, oh no, Peach, oh, the Molly by Pappy Vic, and we're down to the top 10 teams, and we still have 1 minute, 12 seconds in stage 1, I almost said 10, wishful thinking. One-shot killers, look at this. Looks like X-Force. The X-Force are going to let them go ahead and leave. Let's check down onto Free Point. See what Free Point can see right across the way because he does have one of them from the one-shot killers right across the way. Let's see who's right down in here. We do have Carvello just driving out and around. Allison up on top of it. Deblim. It is Deblim. Deblim is over here with all of them from X-Force because X-Force is grouping up. So now let's see. We do have Rich Esports still really close. Look at this. Sailing Esports. Back to back, winner chicken dinners tonight, taking over school apartments and the school recall center. Look at that. Nice. And we do have Team Aces coming out of Nova, but Team Aces may end up over here with absolute pain. Our zone's getting ready to pop, and we are still from Mount Everest all the way down and around Ferry Pier. Right over the top of the West Bridge. Oh, Valak. Oh, no, Valak. No. Oh, Valak right out in front of the Blim. All right, guys, let's see what else is going to happen because now he is facing off against the 3 fraggers. Valak is the IGL, so now Valak, oh, now he's not saying that Valak can't gun. I'm not saying that, but he is facing off against a PMSL MVP right here from Brazil, BMSL top fragger. Remix, I gotta shout you out every chance I get because I love ya. Alright, so now let's see, where's the Blim? Where did he go? He is still, he still has all his team coming up right behind him. But so, oh, look at this. They're coming down in there, pushing up. Look at this. Carvello is down to about 10 HP as they're trying to push up and in onto X-Force. And we do have a clash over here at this west bridge, and we still have Team Aces coming across, and we've got Rich Esports right on top of Nonstop. So now let's see what's happening right on over here. Let's get on out of this and see Rich Esports coming up over onto Nonstop. And Nonstop did push up to try to help Cosmo, because Cosmo was over here and the other two came up and around. Deku in that back. Jack does get knocked, and so we do have Kalon throwing those nades. Oh! Kalon with the double nade, and now it's by Geo versus Deku. Deku coming out and around. Let's see what's going to happen now. As Deku, are you going to come out and around? Oh, what's Deku going to do? Is he going to pick up his team, or is he going to come out by Geo? Oh, here comes the fourth one. So now it's just up to Deku. Let's see if we can get Deku on the screen. And Deku, no, we got Deku and Lost in Sex. Lost in Sex is also coming up and around. And now let's see what else is going on. Let's see. We still have this chaos over here. Remix, they are coming in and across. They're coming up and in onto Free Point. Free Point, you can see the Blim. You see the rotation of the Blim. Look at this. He is ready for the Blim right there. Oh, Free Point gets the Blim down to about half health. And now we do have... Oh! What is happening? The shotguns. Let's go on down. Let's go back over to Free Point. Let's see what is happening. Oh, what happened over here? So, Free Point gets taken down and out. So now we are just down to Lim. Lim does get and X-Force taken out in 9th place. And now all four of them from the one-shot killers back up and in it. Now let's get on over to this fight between Rich Esports and Celebrity Killer. Oh, no, Cosmo. So Dallas is now the sole survivor, but he does finish off one as he comes out around. Cosmo is up to 3 eliminations, but here comes the Celebrity Killers coming out. Oh, right into Dallas's 12 gauge shotgun. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit and see what is happening, because now here comes DZZR Dizzard and trying to hold him off, throwing those nades. But look at that, Team 16 from across the way, Absolute Pain, getting DZZR down to about 5 HP, and there, he is the sole survivor now. But we do have another team coming up and around. We have Nonstop over here, and here comes Sailing Esports and Absolute Pain, all coming right up and into this compound. Look at the compound on your map. You can see that we've also got riders. They are all coming up and in, and we've only got 2 teams outside of this chaos that's happening right on over here. Let's go up and see what is happening. See how close these teams are. Oh, I can't turn. Alright, so those are DZR. Those are still right over here with all 3 of them from Nonstop. And we do have Sailing Esports over here in the chopsticks, driving around the Gatka fields. So, I can't get this to move, guys. It's not moving. Alright, so let's go out just a little bit. And all this chaos is happening right up here. Oh, DZZR has been taken out, and we still have all 3 of them still standing for Nonstop. And now we got Riders Esports right over here with Maris. Maris was the top fragger 2 times in a row, and they are still coming up right on top of them. And look at this, Nonstop is now getting pulled up on again. Right when they healed up, it is Sailing Esports coming up onto this side. Dior, no, poor Peachy if it's her. Will Sailing win again, Green? I'm thinking they are feeling it, Dior. I'm thinking they are. So let me go back. Dior wants to check in on them. They are down in the chopsticks right below Riders Esports. We do have one-shot killers coming up and into zone still, but just about everybody else is in zone, and they are all right over here on this eastern edge in zone. So half the zone occupied. So let's go. Let's see what's happening. We still have Sailing Esports. Can non-stop. Stop Sailing Esports. Oh no, we are just down to Cosmo. Cosmo versus, ooh, that nade came right up and in, but then Riders Esports are right on the outside. And, oh, Sailing Esports. Oh, there goes another one. So now we're going to keep Cosmo down below. And there goes one from Riders. And Riders, David Kidd driving right at Maris. Maris, oh, Maris was able to get another knock. I think that was Maris, but now Riders are down to just a duo on this other side. And we have aces all the way up at the tops, non-stop, does not stop the chaos of Sailing Esports. So we still have one shot coming in and across. We have aces, Team Aces up on that hill. And we still have all four of them still standing from Sailing Esports. And now they're pushing up into Riders. Riders Esports are down to just a duo. Pappy Vic throwing that nade right up and over. But we also have Team Aces now pushing up into this compound. So now we have three teams right on over here. Let's see what's going on right in here. As we are coming. Oh, there goes Riders. So now Sailing Esports are still a full four-man. And now Maris finds Kaiser. Maris, the top fragger, back to back. Let's go over to Maris. Let's put him on the screen. See what kind of view he is getting over onto Team Aces. And it looks like Spence is able to get Rival picked back up. But Team Aces are pushing down off that hill. Aces deep coming up and around. Oh, deep gets taken down by the DBS. We still have Drago up on this off angle. And Sadra is coming. Oh no, we lost deep right in front of Sadra. So let's get on over to this. Let's check them out side by side. Sadra is pulling right up and in. We got Rival. Oh, Camden's does get taken down by Sadra, I think. And the nades are still coming in, but look behind us, because now here comes Absolute Pain, and we're up to the top five, or down to the top five teams. We are only in stage 4. We still have 5 teams in this. Let's see. Sadra's still throwing those out there. Sadra and Drago. Drago still across the street trying to get those shots across onto Rival. So now it looks like no, it is Absolute Pain. Drago came down in with Sadra, backing up Sadra. Let's get back over to the map. Let's see where everyone is, guys. Let's check in on what is happening on this map. We still have the Grim Reapers coming in. We still have the one-shot killers, but everybody else is pretty much right over here on top of this compound where Team Aces and Sailing Esports, all 4 of them from Sailing Esports, are still in this. They're just gobbling up all this loot. And now we got Aether and Sita. Ooh, Maris getting those shots up the hill. Let's go back over to Maris. Maris doesn't seem to miss many of those shots, so let's see. What is he doing over here? Let's go. We still have Team Aces over here. We still have Absolute Pain over here. We do have the one-shot killers just right on that edge of zone. Right there with the Grim Reapers. I'm not sure why the one-shot killers. Oh, the one-shot killers are coming right up and in onto Aether Sita for the... Oh no, Sadra does find Camden's again. So now let's go check in on what Sadra. Oh, Sadra, right when I tried to switch over onto you, and there goes Sadra. And they're still getting held off by Drago. Drago. Sailing Esports finishing off. Team Ace is coming in 5th. So now we do have 4 teams remaining. We have Absolute Pain right up at the top. We do have the Grim Reapers, and let's see. Grim Reapers are in zone. They have all a zone to themselves, and we do have the one-shot killers getting pulled up over here by Absolute Pain. Look at that iceberg. The iceberg coming up and around, trying to get that crazy off angle from above. Look at this. He can see all of them on the outside, able to point them all out. And there he goes. Oh, that spray. Oh, and now he's getting shot at, and I'm not even sure who is shooting at him. But let's go. Let's see what else is happening as we get on over to zone. Let's get on over here and see what's happening between these. Oh, it was the Grim Reapers. The Grim Reapers were trying to get into this third party over here. And oh, there goes Carvalho. And here comes the rest of Absolute Pain coming right up in. Carvalho has been, oh, ka-chow. Let's check in on Deblim. Deblim coming out and around. They are up to 4 eliminations, but down to just 2 players now. And they are still, look at this, Sailing Esports coming up right where Absolute Pain was just standing. Ooh, Deblim able to spray him down. Oh, did I just see? No. Hyde stole it again. Deblim with the 3-piece. 3-piece onto Absolute Pain. But now here comes Sailing Esports. Sailing Esports now trying to get into this. And I cannot get this to move. Let's try this again. And let's go up here. We are down to the top 3 teams. We have the Grim Reapers sitting right on over there. And now we do have Sailing Esports coming right up and in onto the one-shot killers. And we are down to the final 3 teams of Group Iris. If you haven't put your screenshot of your like and subscribe, do it now, guys, because we only have minutes away for tonight's final Wheel of Names. And here comes the blue. The blue is now right over here onto Sailing Esports. Can Sailing Esports get on out of this? Sailing Esports is just down to Spence. Oh, can the one-shot killers get on over to zone in time? Ooh! Then here comes the Grim Reapers right up over onto this edge. And we have 6 players remaining. We have one-shot killers down to just a duo. One-shot killers trying to get those shots over onto Tom. Tom on that outside. One-shot killers down to just Deblim. Deblim is the sole survivor. And here comes all of them. Joker right there. Joker. Woo! You guys. The Grim Reapers coming in first with 2 eliminations. The one-shot killers coming in second with 9 eliminations. Coming in third, Sailing Esports with 12 eliminations. GG Top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12. Going all out. Sailing Esports for the 4th match in a row. Spence this time with 5 eliminations, 729 damage. And guys, that is it for Group Iris. So I will be right back with the unofficial scores. Let's not forget, because there are points taken away for different things. There's penalties. There's also, they can put in a ticket and refute them. So if you want to know the official scores, make sure you stay in the PSL Discord server so you can find out all about this tournament and the next ones and all their scrims. They do scrims all the time. So make sure you're over there, and I will be right back. and see what we can see. Alright, so let's get on over to see if Absolute Pain can get out of that. Let's get over here, and it is down to just Aether and Jakal. And look at this, both of them trying to heal up because this blue, we are in stage 3 now, and they can hear Zoom and Meowie, and they know, oh, who is that? Oh, that is Berserker. Berserk is still knocked way across the way, and we do have Frozen up at the top. Look at that, Frozen still watching this doorway. And now we got another fight going on. Let's see what's going on with Spence for Sailing Esports. That vehicle has seen better days. Oh, Spence is able to get non-stop out of that car. And now I think Cosmo is right there with Dallas. Maybe able to pick up Dallas. And let's go. Let's see what else is happening over here. Let's go to the bird's eye view and see what we can see up here. Necessary. Still up at the top of this hill. But Novio's been knocked. And let's see who's that. Baggio trying to come down and around. Oh, the lag. So now let's see what's going on with the rest of them. And we do have Spence going up and over towards Novio. Did Spence get knocked? That's my question. No, Spence is fine, but Novio is going to bleed out over here. So Novio, oh, it's right here on, oh, throw some smokes. Oh, no. So now we do have the X-Force also coming in over here. X-Force right here by Sailing Esports and Nonstop. I'll go ahead and put the map back up so you guys can see that while I get back into the game over here. Don't forget to get your screenshot of your like and subscribe over to the PSL server into the stream giveaway channel. The giveaway. And hello everyone, welcome back. I want to say a huge shout out to each and every one of you 73 people on this wheel of names. Shout out to each and every single one of you. Dior, the sponsors, and PSL. Can't thank you guys enough for the support. For the support to the stream and the support to the server, to the players in this match. Ooh, I do have the scores also. So let's go. Tonight's final UC giveaway. Here it is. And congratulations. Ooh, it's spinning, spinning, spinning. Aaron Gamer. There you go. There you go. Congratulations, Aaron Gamer. OP. Thank you again for the support. And now, here are your scores. Who's coming in first, guys? Tell me. If you guessed Sailing Esports, you were right. Coming in with 130 total points with 4 winner chicken dinners. Just 7 points above X-Force. X-Force coming in with 123 total points. One Shot Killers, All Glory Gaming, 62-60, each with a winner chicken dinner. Nonstop coming in 5th with 57. Almost there at 49 and a winner chicken dinner. We got Absolute Pain coming in 7th with 35 and a winner chicken dinner. And the Grim Reapers with that last winner chicken dinner coming in with 1st through 8th. So there are your unofficial scores. Like I said, get over to the PSL server so that you can keep updated. And we will be taking tomorrow night off and coming back for the next group of semifinals and UC giveaways. So make sure you remember to come on back Wednesday night for group Clover. So make sure you're over in their Discord server, so when you know what's going on, you know when we're going live, you know when they're doing the UC giveaway, and when these next teams, these next sweaty matches are coming your way. Again, shout out to each and every one of you for the support. Thank you so much. We both, Dior, PSL, and the sponsors all truly appreciate you. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.